Bit at the end is like that Down syndrome chef sticking his fingers up a chicken with Theo Von. It's just beautiful. It slides in there,
slips in nice and smooth, babies.
We'll watch that one in a little bit. We'll discuss OJ Simpson and Prince Andrew in a bit, but we're also going to talk nonsense. And after a little while, we might even have to just switch primarily to Twitch because I can say what I want. I did a stream called "I'll Kill the CEO of Twitch" when I was drunk. And,
nice.
And it was very bad. I said some very bad things. It was around about the time that guy set himself on fire outside the Israeli embassy.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Have you got a gun to your face?
I was going to pass the one. I thought, I'm just going to put it here just in case this goes blown off topic and I'm just going to kill myself. Yeah, I read about that dude. And he died of his injuries, as usually people tend to do once you decide to pour petrol on yourself.
The surprising bit for me is when when his trousers just fall down. Can you think, oh yeah, the fire burned through the trousers and then they fell down. So he's running around.
I haven't had the privilege of seeing the footage. I stumbled across the article earlier. I just thought that's just like crazy. Like, why is he trying to be that monk in Vietnam when he lit himself on fire?
The thing is, today people care for like a day and a half, and then they forget because there's so much fucking shit. Everyone's watching a TikTok, that's it. You're just a TikTok for like a day, and that's it. No one will ever talk about it again. People have forgotten that some members of the Jewish community are living in secret tunnels under New York. That came and went.
Yeah. You sent me the clip, man. I was like, this is insane.
But dragging out a blood-stained or something-stained mattress as well.
Nice.
Did they take boys to the basement?
Yeah. Teenage Mutant Jewish Turtles.
Yeah. And so we've already covered the Israel crisis and the Jews in the first 2 minutes and 36 seconds. So,
anything else, kids?
I think we're back. I hate how low this chair. It's not low. I guess I can angle the camera. I don't like being this low.
Low down.
Hey. Also, I shaved my beard off for the first time in 8 months 2 weeks ago, and I didn't recognize my own face. It took me I was like, "What the fuck's that?" My it just looked weird.
I fucking hate it when I haven't had a clean shave in a long time, but I looked like a pedophile's dream when I did. It was just too smooth, clean shaven, just terrible. Yeah, last time I saw you, I'd been speaking to you, but I haven't saw your face for a while. It was a bit.
I don't send a lot. I don't send a lot of pictures. Betty, look how bad I looked 15 minutes ago. I've literally just got dressed. It was a bad. This is what I looked like about 10 minutes ago. In my Udi, just fucking dead. And that's how I spent the whole fucking day, just feeling sorry for myself. But now,
dying of a hangover.
All it took was a shower hose up my arsehole to wash out the bits of brown and red and watch him go down the toilet. And I feel better now.
That's all you need to do. Just get a power shower blasting up your ring piece. It's better than
phenomenal.
Like an enema. Is it an enema when you get your?
Yeah, I don't know when I started doing that. Because I never used to clean my bumhole when I was a kid. I don't know. I never got shown. Well, maybe I did get shown, but I just ignored them for like 20 years. But at some point in the last few years, I just really enjoy the shower hose, especially when it like a bit of mulligatawny soup comes out. It's clean though.
Yeah,
it's clean.
I love it. I absolutely enjoy doing that. It's one of my favorite parts of a shower. Just getting changing the setting as well, so it comes up with that like single stream spray, and just goes like right in there.
Agree, it's phenomenal. That again, I miss the power hose from Brazil. I miss it.
Yeah.
So when I finally get a fucking house in about 3 years' time, I'm installing a power hose.
Just for your rectum.
All our rectums, all the visitors to the house will have their rectums cleaned on my orders.
Yeah. There is no. It's just a yes. Take your pants down. Why? I'll show you.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Pseudo Can you see these comments or not, James? I might get a share so you can see
I
it.
can now.
Only weird pseudo possible biddies. Yeah, but everyone should have a bidet. It's fucking disgusting. Using just toilet paper is one of the most disgusting things. If shit came out of your cheek, you wouldn't rub it with a bit of paper, would you? You'd wash the fucking thing. It's disgusting.
Yeah,
And every other country has got it right. They wash their arsehole
with a bit of water. I never thought about it before until we were speaking to Ericsson, and he was talking about having a bidet. And I was sold on the idea. I've yet to get one, but it was just the way you described it was incredible.
a bit of wet toilet paper just now, but you can't flush that stuff. You shouldn't be flushing wipes, right?
Yeah.
Even ones.
Your fucking
fucking sewer. The bidet, the power hose, whichever one you've got. In Brazil, they often just have a hose, and you fucking like a little trigger, and it is phenomenal. Just like get that, blast that right up there. I fucking love it. I love blasting my arsehole. There you go. You can take that to the bank.
Nice. I like watching these. There's a guy on YouTube. He makes a lot of shit. People just message him and say, "Can you make X, Y, and Z?" And he tried to make a bidet out of a power hose, out of a jet wash. But when he tried it firstly, it blew a hole through a fucking toilet seat. So he was like, "Yeah, I probably need to adjust the settings."
There we go. So we've covered the Jewish community, Israel, Gaza, and bum holes in 6 minutes. I think we're truly back. And I am Prince Andrew, and he's Epstein.
I'm Epstein.
Even wheeled out the pizza taco shirt and a suit jacket. Not messing around. Don't know where the shades are, to be honest. I don't know where they are.
Just dusted off the old Negan top, because what else are you going to wear a blazer with?
Husky boy, oh, grumpy motherfucking mama just killed a man. Again. She shot a guy in the Canadian Army because he won't do her paperwork.
Yeah, brother.
Indeed. So I spoke to your child the other day, OGM, and I won't say where he is when he's in Polski, but it's within an hour of my favorite city of Wrocław, and I'm thinking of going to Poland at the end of May, beginning of June. Krakow, if that's how you say it, for and I'm going to do some comedy there and get drunk and eat sausage, and Wrocław. So I'm going to fly to whichever one I can get a flight to for 40 quid, cheaper than a train to London, which is insane.
Yeah,
whichever one I can fly into cheap within a 2-week period, I'll go to, and I'll get trained to the other one. And the train's like 3 hours, I think. Krakow, Wrocław. See my friend Thomas from the pub to see if he immediately sees me walk in and puts his head in his hands. I'm coming to drink your extra premium vodka dry, motherfucker. And then we're going to talk about the war, just like we did last time when I was drunk.
Yeah, the war. Good camps in Poland, I heard.
Yeah, good for camping. And that's only about 45 minutes from Wrocław. I don't feel like one time I will go to the old Svitz, have a little nose around, take a selfie on the tracks, Yeah. But I have a wank, have a secret wank at Auschwitz. But then
go around asking the tour guide, say, how did they get the trains to run on time and so smoothly when in the UK?
Can I have some tips? I'm thinking of
what's going on.
But I don't think I want to do it at the next one because it'll ruin the vibe. I want to go. Yeah. I want to maybe take mushrooms. That might be terrifying.
It's always a good start.
Oh, I've got these mushrooms. Let me try and find them here.
Oh, you got a couple of shrooms. Nice.
I've had these I've had them for months. Hope to keep. I was just advertising the illegal company that sold them to me. 2 shroom chocolates that I've had for months, and I'm finally taking them when I go hiking with my Turkish friend in the Peak District in Bank Holiday weekend.
Did you get them in the UK, or were they shipped from abroad?
Oh, they're from the UK. They're from a friend of a friend. He's a comic, actually, but he's. I'm not going to tell the police who he is, but he's a bloody good drug dealer.
Yeah,
and he gave me those shroom chocolates.
Is about what, September time? So around here, all the mountains, you just see people up there with like bags, carrier bags, just like chucking fucking hunks of mushrooms into bags. Some great ones on here, apparently.
I'm trying to get away. I'm trying to get away to be so you can see the comments at the side, but it's I can't figure it out right now.
It's all right. Just
I'll bring them up. I'll bring them up.
Just
Wouldn't even expect anyone to watch this. 'Cause it's been so long since we did this, and this is almost out of keeping with the fucking YouTube channel now because I discuss topical things like an adult, for 10 minutes at a time. But it is nice. It is nice to be back in the world of Saturday nights, and I'm going to get a little bit drunk, and we'll see. Oh, Jamie and I will be in person a bit more often, I think, because I have reason to be in Cardiff every couple of months or so for a day or two. So there's opportunity.
Be in Manchester in what do we say? November.
November. That will be a dark day in November. I might be here. I might be in a new place. I don't know. I'm going to try and stay near the city centre. Don't know.
Close the curtain.
See what things are like in 6 months' time. But yeah, so I'm basically repeating all of last year's trips, but Poland's going to be first. Nice, bit longer. Can only do 2 cities, maybe 4 or 5 days. Stay in an old Russian hotel that people are smoking in the bedrooms, and then get so incredibly drunk I might die in Poland. I might get a train to Lviv in Ukraine. I have a friend in Lviv in Ukraine. I could get a train over the border.
I think their booze is different though, because I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but you don't really hear like many people dying from alcohol poisoning in like Poland and Russia, right? It's always like in the UK. Maybe their beer and their vodka is different.
They do.
Or they do. Yeah, I just thought it was a genetic thing for them where they just born with a liver of fucking steel, hardest working liver in the universe.
It's that premium shit. I sent a picture to a friend the other day. It was. Where's the Turk? There we go.
Turk.
Yeah, it was this shit. There's Thomas, my barman from Wrocław.
Good guy.
And this was stuff he had under. This is like extra special stuff.
Shit.
Beautiful,
nice
beautiful, and it's so smooth as well. It's not like having a fucking Smirnoff.
Yeah. It's like when you I thought it's only once or twice drunk. It's like when you have a Grey Goose and it's straight. It's fucking beautiful.
Grey Goose is decent. Grey Goose is all right. Yeah. Back in the day when I drank a lot of vodka, I eventually, because I used to think Smirnoff was all right, and then the Prince Consort, and when I had real bad problems, I'd go and buy a half bottle of Prince Consort for £6, and I'd put that in my jacket pocket in the pub. It was a bad time, but and it tasted like paint stripper.
Yeah, it's like when you buy Glen's vodka or Imperial vodka because you it's like a week till payday and you're scrimping the pennies and you just got to go and buy the cheap shit and it's fucking. I mean, after three drinks in with a bit of ice and a little tonic, you don't even care. It's fine.
Agreed. Bobby and I are expert on streams now. Nice. Yeah, I've no idea what these will do, and I don't know how. I think because we're mixing them with booze as well, which is whatever. We don't know if we're going to take them. There's a bit of reticence, but to be honest, we're going to be drinking on the hike. So I'm taking my Man Up hip flask. Yeah, I must have shown you this, right?
Is this when you go to the Peak District?
Yeah. So my sister got me a hip flask, and I can never find it when I want to find it. Oh, it might be in here. Yeah. Man Up booze, but she put an extra N on it, or Man booze, and then because we like the N words.
We do like N words.
There we go, little N on there. It's nice, isn't it?
That's
little hippies.
Sweet.
So this is going to be full of roast coffee, spiced Kraken.
Nice.
And I didn't know it exists, but the Turk tells me it does, and it does. So I'm going to buy a bottle next week, get it ready. And that'll be the first bottle of booze I've brought in over 2 years, like spirits. I haven't brought... That last one was the Buffalo Trace when I split my skull open and didn't go to the doctors.
That was a long fucking time ago.
That was March 2022 or February.
Yeah. Speaking of spiced rum, we went through a phase where we were just drinking too much vodka, so we started to buy spiced rum, and we were just drinking spiced rum, and then it just got too fucking sickly and boring, so we just went back to vodka again.
Yeah, I went for many a rum year. We could do nearly a bottle each a night. We'd buy like different Let me show you. We'd all buy a different bottle, basically like a pineapple thing, and but different spice rums, and we could smash the fuck out of a bottle of rum. I think 3 of us had almost 3 bottles the last time that lot came to Cardiff when I lived there. That was a bad, but I had to knock it on the head. I get really bad fucking hangovers from it.
Yeah, so easily fucking done. I drank it with Coke for a bit, but it was just way too fucking much of a buzz, as in the sugar and shit. So it's nice with tonic though. Spice rum with a splash of lime. It's pretty good.
This is it, coffee cracking.
Yeah.
No idea what to expect, but I reckon the flavors could work. You know.
Yeah. It looks fucking good. Never get a spice rum with fucking coffee before, but
no, but apparently it's pretty nice. So I think this will be nice for when I'm hiking.
Yeah, you got your caffeine in there. Yeah, you got your sugars from the rum as well to sort of give you a bit of energy boost. It's cool.
We do the hippie on the hills, right? Maybe one each, and then we get to this. We're staying at a nice little hotel in Hathersage in the Peak District, and then it's just going to be mentalness and shrooms and booze and see what happens in the middle of the countryside. Beautiful little town. But I've still never been. I've been in nearly 2 years, and I've never been to the Peak District. It's 45 minutes by train, and so I'm finally.
Yeah, I suppose it is. Yeah. Peak District.
Yeah. So I'm going to Hope, the town called Hope, where we have a fucking hope of dying, and then we go on a walk 8 kilometers to Hathersage, and if we want to go up a hill extra, we will do, and then it's drinking drugs time, which sounds good to me.
Hell yes.
Woo! Yeah.
Woo!
Gay, wasn't it? Woo!
Yeah. I'm going to share a hotel with him. It's going to be good times. Woo!
Yeah, it will be good time. I've known the Turk. She is a bit mental. I've known her for many years. We did stuff together in Southampton, research. We were in the same building. And then we kind of meet up about once a year, every 18 months. But I don't think we've ever been unsupervised before. I think we've always had a supervisor, like another human that's been around.
Look after the two of you.
We are a little bit concerned about what will happen, especially if we're on drugs and drinking. We might get arrested or die on the hills, basically. The two concerns.
Is right. Just get some tracking app on your phone so the police can find you if needs be, or the not the police. What the fuck they called when people go out, search and rescue teams?
Mountain rescue. Yeah, we shared many a mountain rescue. Yeah. I haven't even got any boot. I've got to buy some hiking boots next week, and I'll be breaking them in on the hill. So expect blisters.
That's gonna be rough as fuck. Maybe you should wear them around and about for like.
I probably will. I'll probably wear them that week, like round and about.
I made that mistake before buying a pair. They get delivered and you just wear them straight away while taking the dog for a big stroll at the mountain, and it's fucking horrible.
Go outdoors. We've got some bargains down from like 140 to like 60 or something. So I'm going to get one of them.
You want to check?
They got a members thing for $5 a year or something. You get a discount.
That's right. Yeah. I've been on. Do you know Eminem? Remember the Eminem catalog from years ago?
I used to get trainers from Eminem years ago because they always had last season stuff, didn't they? But it was cheaper.
Yeah, I paid £10 for an annual subscription, and it's like unlimited deliveries. If you order one thing or 10 things, it doesn't matter. You pay £10 a year, it's sorted. They got hiking boots on there reduced from like 60 quid down to like fucking 30 quid or something.
Yeah, I'm getting like a mid-range one. But yeah, anyway. Hiking boots is boring, but the peak. So I've got a big weekend. Mates coming to Manchester next weekend, and then the weekend after, the Turkey's coming. So it's good. Two big weekends. I mean, rest in peace, bank account. I think.
Yeah, and liver.
Yeah, I really hate the fact how hungover I was today because I only remember I had 6.5 pints before I got into my local, and then I don't know how many I had in there, 2, 3, but my head feels like I had twice that. It's not fair.
Yeah, it's always the same when you go out. Like we can sit, like we're gonna have a fucking few beers tonight, and I'll wake up with a hangover. But if I went out for a couple of beers tonight, I would feel fucking much worse.
I think it's mixing all the different ones. I had like 6 or 7 different beers, but it was good. Good times. Yeah.
And those dirty fuckers in the pubs half the time, they don't clean the pipes either. So when they're in desperate need of a clean, they're like, oh, maybe I will change the fucking clean them out and all that. But yeah, it's fucking rank.
Yeah, my local does. They run that right, but I don't know about the other places. Yeah.
Yeah, you've worked in a pub, and I've worked in a pub, so I've seen what comes out of those fucking tubes when you're cleaning them through. It's fucking graphic.
When the local does the lines, they do buy one get one free for what they have to pour out.
Yeah.
So if you get a pint and then have the other one.
It is grim.
That's on a Wednesday night at the City Road Inn. If anyone wants to join me. That is, I like that. I can see the turret of this pub from my front room at the moment. I can see it, and the last few months we've become quite good friends with the landlady and the staff. So I am known, and we get table service sometimes as well.
Is that the pub where you've helped yourself and you're like?
No, that's two pubs in Amersham, two different ones with a brother and a sister running each one, and both times they just left me on my own in there at the end of the night. I'm like, what are you doing?
Their fault. They're asking for trouble.
The first one I made that video, I kicked the door in and let myself in, and I stayed in there 2 hours drinking on my own. And then the next time they left, and I had a whiskey, and I just filled up my whiskey with beer. So I had a beer whiskey on the way home. Seemed like the right move at the time. Christmas.
I think I've got the video of that somewhere. You were saying words, but I couldn't make out what the words were. It was just you walking home.
I was probably gonna have cunt every other word. I love it. I don't know why. I don't know why they do it. Why on earth would you leave me? And I've known these people for over 20 years.
Yeah.
They know me very well. Maybe why would you leave me in a pub?
Put temptation in his way and see if he can resist. Let's hope he's a reformed character. And
yeah, they're probably watching the CCTV. The best time in that King's Arms, when we used to have lock-ins in there, but one night they're going, oh, it's just a staff party, you got to go. And me and my mate climbed up the drain pipe because I knew the layout of upstairs through the bathroom. We came back out down the stairs behind the bar. And the manager was like, for fuck's sake, just sit in the corner and don't nick anything. And we got to go to the staff party, though. So if in doubt, break in and insist.
Yeah, it's a good philosophy to live by. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if it works with banks as well. I need money. It's 2 a.m. I need cash.
CCTV is a bit dangerous because I sat with a landlady. She's gone over the CCTV. She's got like 4K. She can see it on her phone instantly because someone brought a bottle of vodka in, and then my mate had his Mac nicked out from somewhere, but he wanted to track where he last had it, and he saw that he stumbled out the pub with it. So, but the quality is absolutely perfect these days.
Nice.
But yeah.
How long have you had your new Mac for? When did you buy that?
I've got this. It's just like the base model Mac Mini, but I get a discount on them now as well. So it was cheap, and I've had it about 3 months. But it's absolutely perfect. It's a little because it's a base model. I should have got a slightly higher memory, but it's silent. It runs everything super smooth. And I think I'm going back to Apple for things. So I think I'm going to get a MacBook Pro next year and a phone. So I'm going to spend all the fucking money. But I like them. It works fine. It's good for video editing. It's good for whatever, wanking.
And the beauty is you can also get your fucking Gmail account on there as well, your Google account. So it's a win-win for everyone.
Because I am getting some extra income. This year is all kind of earmarked, though. I've got some shit to do. I'll tell you later. I'm not telling anyone live. Next year, though, I'll be in a good position, maybe even towards the end of this year, to start buying some decent equipment, and then we can do some fun shit in person. Get a decent camera, decent mics, and down the line, I'm even thinking about renting a little office. I think I can do it. I think I can do it next year.
Nice.
Just a little cheap little office.
Proper little studio.
Proper little studio. Get some people in there person. Because I think in person's the way to do it. That's what I think. And the other thing I want to do next year is run an event as well. So I'm going to put on a comedy day or night that's going to be quite good, though. So I have, because I've been wanking off tramps in the street, basically giving hand jobs to not the homeless, because they haven't got any money. In fact, I'll take the money that they do have, and that's how I've been raising extra money. So hopefully I'll be reasonably all right to do fun things like that.
Good stuff. Yeah. Homeless people is always good to give back. I think we should suck off homeless people just to give to them, just to give back, just to give something.
I think girls should suck off incels at school.
We discussed this before, didn't we, about incels? Just give them a little hand job. Just give them a little. Now and again.
Yeah, it's women's fault that these people go shoot up schools and stuff. Be nice to them. Be
Just-
nice to the weirdo.
Just put your arm
Once.
over him. Give him a little kiss.
Yeah.
Just give his little fucking.
They never accept responsibility.
Yeah, even if a little bit of pre-jizz comes out, you haven't got to do it to climax. A little bit of pre-jizz, and he'll go and finish himself off behind a bush. He'd be fine, and he'd be happy, and he'd be okay.
Yeah, be nice every 6 months to the class weirdo.
That's all you got to do, baby.
Not if you're an adult, obviously. Don't go in the classroom.
No, that's Andrew and Epstein shit. Which again, poor guy.
Rupture colon addicts. Yeah.
Only fans for rupture colon addicts. Yeah, it's probably a gap in the market. There is a gap in the market for that. I'm sure it is. It's probably done actually. So there's probably no gap in the market now. It's probably been filled. Unfully intended.
I'd say so. I'd say there's a bloody good chance of it being filled.
Yeah.
What's right? Did you watch Scoop?
No, I haven't. I started watching the
back.
Scoop, and then I got pissed and I decided to listen to music. However, I watched obviously the interview with Dirty Andrew anyway, and I know I listened to a podcast with Emily Maitlis talking about before, during, and after the interview, and there was another one with the producer of the interview as well. And then fuck me, so he done the interview, didn't he, with Emily Maitlis, and he finished it, and he was all smug, like, yeah, I think that went pretty well.
Yeah, then gave people a tour.
Yeah.
Who wants a tour?
An hour of television can change everything.
3 women and a whippet.
Look, everyone loves Gillian Anderson.
Yeah.
It's a bit cheesy in that they're going, "Oh, that's what the news is here for, the truth and all this," but that's annoying, cheesy shit.
Sam.
But it's quite good. I thought it was quite well made.
I want it for us.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it. I started to, but yeah.
This is the work. My job.
Yeah, Billy Piper plays the producer, right?
Yeah, I made her and Chris Evans walk out of a pub many years ago in central London
We're
looking at
options.
because they were being very loud and annoying, and I was still drunk the night before, and we commented on how annoying they were, and they left.
My in-laws were in in Oxford years ago, and they bumped into Billy Piper and Lawrence Fox.
How people see you.
Spell it out.
Randy, Andy.
Randy, yeah, baby, Randy.
Yeah.
Respect.
He's like, yes, that's me.
Everything's changed. The FBI are raiding Epstein's home. You can't stay silent. South drawing room, 2 chairs, 6 feet apart.
It's like a Western. Make no mistake, if we don't get the tone right, the story won't be him. It'll be us.
Your Royal Highness. Tomorrow night, in an
That's quite a good impression of him,
unprecedented
actually.
interview, we'll hear from
Rufus
the Duke
Sewell, I think.
himself.
Yeah, I thought that all went very well.
It's all across the world, every paper, on every news channel. This is the story.
Go away!
This is only going to get bigger.
This interview, does it matter?
They do
Yeah, it matters.
they do a scene with him and his teddy bears as well.
Oh yeah, he was obsessed, wasn't he, with his fucking...
He's got a pile of teddy bears to this day that have to be arranged in the correct order, like 50 of them every
Otherwise
day.
he
And if
gets
they
off.
don't, he gives a massive bollocking to this day, apparently. But they put that in there and bollocking the maid. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. Didn't
Well
one of
done.
his old security guards confirm that story? And he said, yeah, it's fucking true. They were there when he gave someone a dress down from and his fucking teddy's not...
Everybody wants to marry Gillian Anderson, so she's good.
Yeah.
It took me many years before I knew she was English, because also I knew her as Scully.
I was well fucking shocked when I found
she
out.
lives in Notting Hill.
Yeah, I was well fucking surprised. She was great in fucking Hannibal as well.
Great and everything.
She is pretty fucking good.
Is it The Fall she did as well?
Yeah, he watched the Fall. He watched the fucking Fall.
I haven't finished it, but it's pretty good. It gets pretty silly as the seasons go on, but she's pretty good in it.
Yeah, this Netflix show now, Scoop, is basically done with that interview done, and it's just drawn up a lot of shit for him again because he's back in the public eye, back in the public domain. Because it was shortly after that interview came out, he was fucking forking out £12 million, wasn't it, for fucking?
Yeah, so he got the lawsuit for Virginia Roberts, wasn't it? 12 million that the Queen had to put her hand in her pocket for.
Yeah,
before she died. Yeah,
Yeah.
our pocket, the old Nazi. But anyway, she's gone. She's gone, and we brought you on of Dykes and Mann. We brought you the death of the Queen live. We were
did.
live on air when it happened because we
Yeah,
knew she
we
was going to go. I never got over the fact how Hugh Edwards was in a black funeral suit for the entire day, and I just thought, what if she's watching? What if the Queen's on a deathbed watching BBC News? It's like he's already got his fucking funeral suit on.
He's got it there, good to go. Yeah,
It's because you're going today.
yeah. And then she died, and then he lost his mind and started text messaging fucking underage girls who had bad drug habits. And yeah, what a dude.
And Andrew was obviously friends with Ghislaine, and we've seen interviews with the Palace copper that had to let her in without any checks. They weren't allowed to check her or get any signature or anything like that.
Yeah, that's right.
This one's special. You let her in. She's my procurer of women.
Yeah, please.
But I've got, but you know, with the Epstein thing, people just think he was the bad guy and he's dead now, so we'll forget about it. No, he was an employee. He was a third-rung employee of that operation, at least. At least.
Yeah. Man, conspiracy on that one, bad boy.
But there's some great books I want to read because the Air America was the CIA's front for running drugs and guns in the 80s, and there was an airline that replaced it when it became too public. And Epstein and the guy who ran Victoria's Secret, what's his fucking name?
Not Dershowitz, that was the lawyer, wasn't it?
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but he worked for that CIA airline running guns and drugs, doing the accounts, and Epstein was his assistant way back. They've had this relationship and the relationship with intelligence agencies since the fucking 80s. Ghislaine Maxwell's dad obviously was an MI6 agent and a Mossad agent, and probably everything else, who suddenly disappeared in the middle of the ocean.
Shit, what was his fucking name? Can't remember his name now. But yeah, and he ended up giving Epstein a shit ton of fucking cash, right?
Well, all of Maxwell's money went missing, and Epstein turns up, and no one knows how he made his money. He's just got 600 million in the bank.
Yeah,
because he was a hedge fund manager, but when people spoke to him, they said he didn't know what he was talking about. It was like a front. So it was almost like a construct. He wasn't a real person.
Well, yeah, he he was a teacher, wasn't he?
He's got the fucking handprints of the CIA or MI6 all over it. It's like, why were you just inventing this person and giving them loads of money?
Yeah, we need dirt on people.
He was a teacher. He was a teacher for a little while. Yeah, he was. But then from there, he got promoted to this hedge fund company, and then started running one. He got in trouble for a pyramid scheme and stuff. So they know how he got some of his money, but there's hundreds of millions of no idea how he got it.
Yeah, but it goes back to what you were saying. When people are interviewed and they say, "No, did you know Epstein?" Yeah, and he was shit at what he did. He was very, very bare bones, basic. He couldn't have made that much money within the amount of time he did.
And we know it was a blackmail operation because his house in New York, one of the witnesses said it was full of CCTV, even in the bedrooms and bathrooms. There was a whole bank of monitors. The same with the house on the island and the same in the house in Miami. So it was a blackmail operation.
Yeah, of course it fucking was, yeah.
Run by either the American intelligence agencies or the Israeli intelligence agencies, given the links with Mr. Maxwell.
Yeah. The Maxwellian, baby. That's an interesting fucking cat in his own right. Robert Maxwell. Such a fucking interesting story. Proper rags to riches fucking story there.
No, she's very much British and she's a Londoner. She's been in London forever. Yeah, I was surprised.
Yeah.
When you hear her talk in a natural voice.
A turn up for the books.
But yeah, she's been pretty phenomenal in absolutely everything. I'm not sure I ever finished Hannibal, you know. Did they make 3 seasons or 2?
Yeah, 3 seasons. They done 3
so
seasons.
I think I watched 2 seasons and I'd never watched the third.
Third one's good. It gets a bit of a bad rap, but it's worth a watch. It is interesting.
Yeah, it was from. Is it Mads Mikkelsen?
Mads Mikkelsen. Yeah, he's fucking incredible.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was quite a glossy TV show, wasn't it? But it was pretty good. I remember.
Yeah. So fucking, it was just a whole new take on the Hannibal Lecter fucking story. It was just, I think they just sort of they intertwined the different books into one sort of storyline. So they changed characters from being male to female or whatever, and just sort of merged them all together.
I want to watch the original Manhunter again. 1987, is it?
Yeah.
I saw it when I was a kid.
Yeah, Michael Mann film when it was absolutely incredible. I watched it about 3 years ago. I was in bed fucking really ill, and I just thought, check this out. I haven't seen it for a long time, and it was fucking such a good. Because season 3 of Hannibal is pretty much a bit of Manhunter built into it with the Red Dragon.
That's right.
Yeah, so it's really fucking good. That's worth a watch. And the main villain in there, he's an English actor as well. I can't remember his name now. He was in Spooks, but he's pretty. Richard Armitage, I think his name is.
Yes, he was in Spooks in the later seasons, wasn't he?
Yeah, he plays the Red Dragon in season 3 of Hannibal, he's fucking great in that. Really good. And
he was a dwarf in The Hobbit or something, wasn't he? Was he the Dwarf King or something like that?
He was in The Hobbit. Yeah, I barely finished.
I like Spooks back in the day. Did you know that for the MI5 building they used the Freemasons building in London?
Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting.
Yeah, it's near Covent Garden. They didn't use the actual Thames House, which is on the river. But they used it was on they had a corner door on it, and it doesn't. MI5 has a front door and a back door. It's like a square building.
Yeah,
because I watch them going to work.
But again, this is a callback to another podcast we done about the death of Princess Diana, right? And when we done that one a couple of years ago, is an episode of Spooks whereby information comes out that the head of MI5 was possibly involved in the death of Diana. That was a good fucking episode, really good episode.
Well, the bodyguard said MI6 were. He thought MI6 were there because one thing they do is they follow people on sports bikes, and he said when they were at the boat, those pictures from the boat, they kept getting the press attack them. Hey, contest.
Cunt.
Hey, Bart, contest nod. Hello, sorry for bothering you. I want to know if you promote. That sounds amazing. Yes, please send me a link. Send me a link and your sister. You fuck.
Yeah. Otherwise, we'll send you a kidney of your fucking brother in the letterbox.
I'll cut our fingers off. Hey, how did that come up again? That's weird. It's in bio.
I love a bot. I love a bot.
So the bodyguard said 2 blokes on sports bikes came up and tried to get into the secure area, and they were British. And the way they were talking, he said they thought they were ex-military. So that was probably an MI6 field agents. But they reckon that they were just following her, and the reason that all the CCTV went is because after the accident, they're like, "Oh shit, we shouldn't be seen on camera." So they had a word with the French lot and got all the CCTV wiped, barring that one blurry little video.
Yeah. Have you seen? I think we might have discussed. We probably did. The I'm not a fan, but the James English guy, the Scottish podcaster, James English.
Yeah, you got me onto him actually a while ago.
He had the ex-bodyguard of Diana and Dodie.
I think that's probably where I saw it.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, he was. He had some fucking insightful bits of information.
Yeah, I think that's where I saw it. Yeah, because MI5 were following them in the country because that's their remit. He used to surveil them. So when he was working for Dodie, he'd see them outside in the car, and then he'd go and tap on the roof sometimes.
That's right. Yeah. Wild fucking stuff. Because when they were trying to make out that the driver was heavily intoxicated, this dude on the podcast.
Yeah, all the fake booze appearing in his hotel room the day after that wasn't in there the day before.
He said this guy, he would not have touched a drop of fucking anything if he had such high profile. He would have done it anyway.
They got a video of him walking perfectly normal. He's tiny shoelaces,
and he was absolutely fine.
And the bodyguard, that Trevor guy, the ex-parrot, he would have smelt booze on him and not let. There's no way he'd let him drive.
Yeah. No fucking way. I mean,
that was one of those weird things. It's like, why are you framing this guy that wasn't drunk and there was no booze in his room, but the next day you found like 50 bottles of booze,
empty bottles of
in a hotel room?
Yeah.
Nah,
crazy.
There's definitely something funky, but yeah, I think the probably most likely is it was a crash and there were people there that shouldn't have been there.
Yeah,
but then there's that funky thing with Henri Paul. So that's the weird thing. It always comes back to Diana. Dear dead Diana. Diana stands for died in a nasty accident.
Yeah, remember them fucking jokes?
They were the text message jokes in. Actually, maybe not even text messages because it was 1997.
97.
They just went around like word of mouth.
It spread around like fucking wildfire, didn't it? Yeah, like
So I heard Diana died on the radio and the dashboard and the steering wheel.
yeah. There was
Classic.
all fucking.
But again, we found out when I rewatched stuff, you forget she wasn't that badly injured in the crash. She broke an arm. She actually would have survived, but she had a tiny little arterial tear in her heart they didn't know about, and she died in the ambulance basically because she had internal bleeding. They didn't know about it until they got to the hospital. It's too late.
Crazy.
She was conscious as well and said something like, "My God, what happened?" or something when they pulled her out.
Shit.
Daniel Craig just rammed you out of the fucking way in a Fiat Uno, you bitch.
Yeah. Old DC.
He just muted that to say the N-word. He's calling his family N-words.
Million Hailers come back from the fish shop with a couple of bags of food.
Bags of fish, is it? Bags of fish, is it, girls? Hey? The
You
fish
got
women are
anything?
back.
Right? Fucking hell.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Nice. What was the other thing we was going to do? Oh, yeah. OJ.
OJ Simpson. So what I've done, I wanted to watch the People versus OJ. I can't find it. If anyone knows any pirate sites, because it's on Disney, but I haven't got Disney at the moment.
Yeah. Hayden just said he wouldn't do it.
And it's not, I've got a Fire Stick now as well, and it's not on that. That's got nearly everything on there.
Oh, you got a dodgy stick as well, have you?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
good
I still pay for
man.
Netflix and Amazon, but I've got yeah, actually a mate gave it to me, and it's just got all the program, the real ones, and then you go down to the little devil and click on the devil, and then you get everything.
Yeah, I'll send you a link. You can set up something like BTV and TTV. They got fucking everything on there. You can just do it yourself. It's quite easy.
Okay. Oh, cheers. There's one site, because I use solarmovies.pe for pirated stuff, but there's also another one that I can't quite remember. But it's on my internet browser on the TV, so I've got to go and look in the history on there.
Yeah.
That's all right as well. So I think I'll find it there. Because if it's got to be around. It's weird it's not on the Fire Stick. They've got almost everything. So yeah, OJ. So I want to watch that. And then there's a documentary. Is it the American Crime Story or something? No, that is.
Yeah, American Crime Story was the first, and they done a series of them or some shit, didn't they?
The documentary, then the thing with Cuba Gooding Jr. But what I did do was I listened to an interview with the kind of surfer dude that was living at his house. He was like a key witness, but now he's old. He's obviously an older guy now. I can't remember his name. Like
I'm not sure.
Caleb. It's not Caleb, but it's a Kalin or something like some weird name. But they interview him, and they had a chat between him and the lead detective that came to his house. So that was quite an interesting chat. But the detective said they knew it was him. They didn't know straight away that he went to Chicago. He basically fled. I didn't know that. So he went to Chicago, went to a hotel room, and he had cut his finger, and he went down to the hotel reception to say, "I've cut my finger," to make a show, like I've cut it here on some glasses. But the cops, when they found that out, but at first they thought he might be in danger, so that's why they went to his house. They thought he might be in danger or something. Then he was in Chicago, was like, "Oh shit." But when they started to smell bullshit on him, like this cut finger and stuff, they flew to Chicago and went to the hotel and checked all the glasses and that in the rooms. They said, no, they've never been used even. And he was throwing it around the hotel bathroom. It wasn't breaking. It's made to not break. Because that's bullshit. Because when you stab someone, I found out fairly recently, somehow, you nearly always cut your hand. Because if you stab them a lot, you get a lot of blood on your hand and then you slip onto the blade. It happens almost every time. So people that have stabbed someone normally have a cut on their hand.
Yeah, I suppose it makes sense. You've got a lot of blood. It's like natural lubricant. It's just going to.
So that lead detective said there was a warehouse of evidence. A lot of evidence wasn't allowed to be presented at trial for whatever stupid reason. But they said they had a warehouse full of evidence. Like they knew once they started investigating, they knew because they found that they knocked on that guy because this guy lived in his guest house, and OJ came to his house and said, "I'm going to McDonald's, or I'm going out to get something to eat." And so he goes, "Can I come with you?" And OJ looked pissed off, but let him. So what he reckons it was, he did that for an alibi. I'm going to get something to eat, and that's when he was going to go and kill her. This was earlier on in the night, and he went with him, which pissed him off. They went to get McDonald's drive-through and come back, and OJ kind of hinted that he didn't want him to come in the house. So this other guy, so he went in the guest house. So that was the last time he saw him, and then he went back out. He said he heard what thought was an earthquake, but it was actually OJ jumping over the wall when he come home because he left his
Fucking hell.
truck out the front, I think, and jumped over the wall.
Yeah.
After he did it. I've looked at the map as well because I get psychotic with it. It was like 2 miles away. It's round the corner, basically. Looked at the address.
It's fucking nuts. And the other one as well, when the footprints were from a certain type of boot, and he was like, I wouldn't wear those cheap shit piece of shoes. And there's like literally photos of OJ Simpson wearing those fucking shoes that he said he would never wear because they're cheap shit.
Yeah, there's the old scene.
Yeah, there we go. If the glove don't fit.
And they reckon it was so brutal, like nearly decapitated. And they said that he must have been strong to do what he did to both of them, almost like an NFL player strong.
Yeah, strong as fuck. But them gloves look like they fit quite nice and snug.
Yeah,
that's what gloves are meant to do. They're meant to be.
When he's putting it on, he's like going, he's like, oh, see. Well, they found that on the floor with a load of blood spots.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, at his house as well. So it's fucking. There's no way. There wasn't one thing where they thought he was covering for his son, but there was just no. There was absolutely. It was him, and he just blocked it out. I think he's like that. But then he wrote the book "If I Did It," and did a hypothetical. I've never read it, but I want to. Hypothetically, how I would have done the murders.
Yeah. Well, all of his lawyers afterwards, apart from Kardashian, they all wrote a book. Basically saying, we don't give a fuck if he was innocent or guilty. We got paid to do a job, which was to get him off. However, yeah, he probably fucking did it. It's like the DNA. They in court when they were saying, well, what's the chance of this DNA not being OJ's? They said, about 1 in 9 billion or some shit. And there was only like 7 billion people in the world. Like,
when the family won the civil lawsuit, they got the rights to this book and they made the "if" really small and put it in the "I." So it just says "I did it." It's fantastic, isn't it? So they got all the money from that book.
Genius. Absolute fucking genius. They're trying to go after his son now or something for any money that OJ would have left down to him in his will. They're trying to get that now.
I don't think they should be getting any more money. I mean, they've got the book rights. Why do you want money anyway?
Well,
murdered.
When they given like 30 something million after the civil lawsuit came out, yeah, you did it, but there's 30 million to call it a day.
Johnson. It's Craig. Hey. It's Craig motherfucking Johnson. Hey, Johnson.
Craig Johnson, baby.
Put your Johnson away, Johnson. How you doing, Craig?
Hi, Craig.
Hi, whales Craig.
Hiya. Whales, not whales, baby.
Oh, you watched my travel video. Thank you very much. Do you know, I had it in the editing room for months, and I just thought I'd just do it. I did a one-take voiceover today. One take watching it. My Brazil trip is now online, so I'll share the links more later. But yeah, cheers. Nice. I might do more of them. Shall I do more travel videos like a cunt?
Yeah.
But I will also film the messes that I get in as well. So if I break into a flower market and steal another rose in Poland, take it back to the hotel, you see all that stuff.
As one should do, one in Poland.
Kelly, President Beanflicker, for the first time in about a year, you finally drag your lazy ass in. But you are working. You are busy. And if anyone is listening to this in Kelly's dry cleaner, if she doesn't have headphones in, she is a criminal. So, but thank you for being here, Kelly. Very nice to see you.
Hi, Kelly.
Go and treat yourself to a hoodie. Treat yourself to a hoodie from the merch store, yeah, this year. I think I ordered myself one, but Royal Mail so shit. They just put a thing through saying they'll try and re-deliver and then just never did try. And there's no other, I don't know where stuff is.
Yeah. Last Right podcast merch is the one.
Yeah, we got the new pig hoodies. I've got to get Jamie one. Time for the winter.
Yeah.
Eventually. Nice. Well, when you come in November, I'll get some fucking hats and all that. I've got ideas, Jamie. We need to get together more often. I've got ideas, and if I can get I can actually hire a decent camera off my buddy down the road with a studio, which I might do for something. But I want to buy a nice, proper camera that we can make stuff with, film things. We need to harass Scientology in person. We need to go to a Scientology church and harass them.
What we need to do. The good old Scientologist, eh?
Yeah, I haven't been anywhere near that rabbit hole for a long because I spent about 3 months last year after you got me onto it. Listened to everything. I've kind of because Thingy got cancer, didn't he? Was it Mike?
Yeah, Mike Rinder. Yeah, he had cancer.
Rinder,
And then who was the dude? He had
I
his
can't
own
remember any of the
podcast.
names. Yeah, the bald guy in the studio, and then
he's-
there was the other guy, the one with glasses as well.
Oh,
There were
yeah.
3 of them, weren't there? I can't remember any of their names, but I've subscribed to their channel, so
Yeah, he had the book Blown for Good, which is fucking incredible.
I need to get those books. I will get back in the rabbit hole.
Yeah, I've been out of it for a while, but that bald dude, I can't remember his name now. He's I don't think he's with that crew anymore. They had some big fucking falling out or some shit. He did a podcast crying about it.
Right?
Hey Beth.
You do need one, so 6. Yeah, let me in a second I'll bring up the merch store. If I can remember where the fuck it is. Oh, it'll be on through Streamlabs, isn't it? It'll be through Streamlabs.
Christmas is coming, kids. Buy some merch.
Yeah. Make us millionaires, or at least 50p.
50p it is, yeah.
Uh,
Get me merch. Did I want some more merch?
Look at this look at this lot of beauty. Look at this. Look at these fine things. Look at the pig. Look at the pig design. Do you like the pig?
Like the mug.
Manchester
mug. Nice. I like the t-shirt. The white t-shirt's fucking class.
Even girls can get one. It comes in pink.
Comes in pink. Yeah, I like the white t-shirt. That's cool.
Oh, this is and then I did one for Craig. Tapman Promotions. Look, he's got his own designs.
Nice.
I forgot I did that. I need to be pushing this more often. Tapman Promotions.
It's good. Hell yes. Oh.
We got to sort that out. But yeah. There we go.
That's your merch.
Brilliant. I forgot I did that, Craig, to be fair. I sent you a hoodie, right? To New Mexico, man. I should be back in the USA in a few months, but if only you knew what I need to do this year, it's fucking insane. So I'm really hoping to get back out to the States. I've got to come and see you, Craig. Or we'll meet somewhere in the desert. I want a green hatch chili burger or green chili up your hatch, cunt pussy. I don't know how you put the words. I think it's green hatch chili, right?
One of those.
Jamie thongs. Shall I see if we can get thongs? The Billy Wayne Davis show. Nice. Did you hang out with Billy after? Billy Wayne, man. Hey, man.
Do you know what?
Man.
I was watching the second Borat film the other day, and I realized Billy Wayne is in there, isn't he?
I don't know.
Yeah, Billy Wayne was in fucking Borat, the second one, like literally for a very small stint of time. Is where Borat comes on stage singing the Wuhan flu song.
He's been around a long time. I had a good conversation with him in his hotel room like a couple of days. He was telling me something. He's telling me some stories about some comics way back. He's been going a long time.
Yeah, he was in Borat too.
Hatch green chili. Sorry, I was saying green hatch chili like a prick.
He was
nice, man.
Yeah, he introduced him on stage. It's good.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. The only problem with hanging out with Billy Wayne Davis is you have to get as high as it's possible for humans to get because he's smoking weed for 12 hours a day.
Yeah, he's a big fucking weed head.
Out of pipes. So
I only spoke to him once. He was cool. That was on the fucking I don't know if it was the Anrist or the Christine Levine part. I think he was
Andrus one, I think.
Ah, right, yeah.
Yeah, he was that's where I remembered him from. Then I got him on a couple of times and ended up meeting him, hanging out with him. So it was good times. Good fucking times. I think he's got a weed podcast as well.
Nice.
Cool. With
dude.
What's his face? Is it Mike? But he's up in Oregon, his mate. And Billy Wayne's in LA, but he's touring all the fucking time. If you look at his dates, he's all over the country all the time. It's insane behavior.
The win of a madman.
Busy life. There's a second Borat, said Beth Piner. I believe there was. Yeah, I haven't seen the second one. They did made it a few years later, didn't they?
Yeah. I've seen it a couple of times, but it was only a few weeks ago. I've watched the two of them. I was like, I fucking know him. I was like, I'm sure I do recognize him. And I googled it. I was like, yeah, this. And Craig just confirmed it as well. So yeah, that's the only proof I need. Borat. Very nice. How much?
Yeah, there's a Reddit thread about it. Billy Wayne Davis is in the new Borat movie. Just a heads up.
There we go.
Yeah, I need to get those watched. And Bruno.
Oh, Bruno, fucking hell.
Is that where they're kissing in Texas, isn't it? A cattle thing or something? Is that one?
I've only seen Bruno once years ago when it
They
first
do
came
bull
out.
riding. They just got like hot gay men on the just to like rile the crowd up.
Yeah, I was watching a clip of Bruno the other day. It was on the MTV Awards, and Bruno was doing some fucking hosting or some shit, and he landed on Eminem. Eminem got fucking pissed off and fucking stormed out of the fucking room. I was like, nah, fuck this.
Funny as fuck. We got to get on that. Yeah, we've done Andrew and OJ. That's the topic's over. What was I going to say? Craig. Yeah, Andrus will come on here soon. I spoke to him a while ago. Did some drunk admin as normal. So I'll get him on maybe May, maybe June. Maybe May, maybe June. June be June.
It rhymes.
So we'll line up the Dykes to come on there as well and try and blackmail other people to come on. But yeah, the Drist will be on the Last Rites in the next couple of months. I'll sort it out. I just need to start doing admin again. I get anxiety for doing admin. I don't like it. Oh, I've had a few chats with Steeples, by the way.
Oh yeah. I remember you said you spoke to Steeples. Yeah, he was
drunk DMs and stuff. But I was like, Matthew, I'm getting tired from filling out all your polls. And he's like, I only read his reply today. He goes, oh golly, you probably need a gin.
Yeah. He's a fucking. I haven't listened to his solo podcast for some time, but I know
I've asked him. No, I haven't. I've asked him on, right, and he's a bit like maybe he's not quite sure yet. He's like, what would you want to talk about? And I was like, everything.
Everything, you know, baby. Because I know him and Atwood had a fallout, didn't they? But then didn't they
got back together again? They got back together again. So I haven't watched any Atwood for a while either.
No, neither have I.
Got a lot of weird, like some of the guests are not quite as good. Gone down the Dodge Woodall rabbit hole. It's quite good. It does similar stuff to James English, similar guests to like James English, but he's pretty chill. He's an events guy from Bournemouth.
Nice.
But he gets a lot of good guests on there.
Nice. Yeah, Steeples. I'd love to fucking speak with Steeples. He would just go fucking deep.
I love Steeples. So we've got to figure out a way of getting him on there. We got to double team him and like pressure him to come on. So I think
I haven't done any DMs because I went through a phase of doing like really drunk DMs with people. I think I was really getting to a point where he was like, stop. I think it was like Brendan Walsh I was trying to do, and he was just like, please, it's cringy, stop. I was like, I'm sorry. It's
dangerous. It's dangerous. It's dangerous having access to DMs.
Yeah. In fact, I didn't DM Walsh. Actually, I tell a lie. I think I was just doing it on Twitter, and I was just oh, you want to come on this podcast, man? Last week, Punker, and he was like, it's just fucking cringy. I was like, yeah, sorry, you're just drunk and stupid. But yeah, fucking Steeples. Yeah, I would love to fucking speak with Steeples.
Have a great day. Hey, husband, have a great day with the wife, the soon-to-be ex-wife, when we get gay married. All right.
Gay married. Enjoy, Johnson. Take it easy, buddy.
Yeah, that was fun. Johnson had a nice coffee with me. We pretended to the Bisbee Coffee Co. that we were gay and we're going to get married and we're going to tell the wife when she comes back. And the staff came to the window to watch. But it was good because the wife came and then she left us to it. And they're like, oh my God. It didn't happen. Yeah.
Nice.
And then he even came with me to decant my bottle of wine into a water bowl.
That's beautiful. That's so nice.
So I could wander the streets drinking wine.
Yeah. You never heard of open bottle law? That's beautiful. That's romantic.
Yeah.
Start of a gay relationship right there.
That was a mental night, that one. Still hung over from it. The sun will come out tomorrow. Come what may. Suwaro. Chilly Anya, Saguaro. Saguaro is only a gay away.
Squaro.
Did they make a Black Annie? Did I remember that wrong?
No, they did, yeah.
They did make
Jamie
a Black Annie.
Dykes.
Okay. Was she still ginger?
No, she wasn't. She was just a black orphan with a fro. No
Didn't have a
ginger.
afro.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Yeah, just the young Black Annie with fucking Cameron Diaz was Hannigan, I think, or some
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Why remake a classic? Right.
Yeah.
I'm not against remakes if they can be okay, and they can be good sometimes. The Fly was a remake. Then Jeff Goldblum was a remake.
Oh yeah, it wasn't the original, like in the 50s or
in the
something.
50s, yeah.
Yeah. Never seen
And that is phenomenal. The Thing is a remake. That's phenomenal.
Didn't know The Thing was a remake
Yeah.
either.
Yeah.
Nice. I just thought it
That
was
an older
John
movie.
Carpenter, original shit.
He made it his own. He put his own twist on it, but that was and they made a prequel to The Thing, didn't they? That ends when the first one begins. I think it's know the people they find.
Yeah, they done. I
when?
haven't seen it, yeah, but I know they done another thing of The Thing. But I watched that actually a few months ago for the first time in a long time, and it still holds up. Absolutely fucking.
Yeah, I watched it during COVID.
It's fucking so good. It's like that end scene with fucking Kurt Russell is just sitting down with the other dude, and they both like, are you still you? And they
together. Oh.
They dick together, yeah. And they're like, let's get our dicks out and figure out if you are the Thing or my thing.
I watched a few weeks ago. Friday night, The Godfather. Saturday night, The Godfather Part 2. Sunday night, The Godfather Part 3. And on Monday, I started watching the TV show about the making of The Godfather. What's it called?
Yeah.
The what? Have you seen it?
The Making of The Godfather? No, I haven't seen it. No,
it's like a dramatization. It's called.
Fuck yeah! Isn't I haven't seen it. I know what you mean though.
Bring it up.
Is Jake Gyllenhaal in it? No,
it's. I'm not going to be very good.
Yeah, sorry. I thought you meant like literally like behind the scenes making of shit. Then, but they did a dramatized version of it. Yeah.
This. So it's about the producer. It's about the author, obviously. The guy who plays fucking.
Oh yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal was in it. Yeah, and Oscar Isaac.
The guy who plays Francis Coppola is absolutely phenomenal. They got Brando in there. The actor playing him is brilliant. They got young Al Pacino. It's really fucking good, and it's about the mob and how they trying to get it made, trying to get the permission to get it made, trying to get all the money out the studio. It's really, really good.
Yeah, Oscar Isaac. Yeah, I know what you mean now. Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it now. You confirmed there was a.
We are drinking, Kel. We're drinking, Kelly. We're drinking.
I'm drinking, Cal.
It might not end up as epic as I planned it because I'm a little delicate today. But I've got a little secret drink down there. But we talk. This is the first one back. We're gonna have a big in-person mashup next month together in the same room. I will bring equipment and we're gonna have some fun times in the Dykes household. And I do not mean a cat house full of lesbians. I do not mean that.
I can work.
I mean my new family.
Yeah, when I die of cirrhosis of the liver, Carl's going to take over.
And this one will be a birthday one, just like we did 2 years ago with Andrews. It'll be a birthday one,
right?
Because because both of our birthdays in May, 18th and the 19th, I believe, or is it the 19th and the 20th?
I'm the 20th. You're the 19th.
I'm the 19th. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm the big 20th. Fucking 38 this year, man. Shit.
It just go faster and faster and faster and faster, and then you're dead.
Yeah,
so you might as well enjoy it.
I'm like receding more, and I'm grey as fuck, like on the sides now. So
the grey sides for me.
Yeah.
When the beard's long, there's a lot of grey in there.
Yeah, I trimmed it down. I just grew it out.
Look what's crawled out the gutter. Don't look a day over 46. Well, he's had a hard life.
Good effort. Fucking yeah, it was.
Yeah, we tried twice. We tried once in November and the storm made it impossible for me to get down there. And we tried again a couple of months ago, but we both kind of forgot. And then I was in Cardiff recently, but I didn't. It was a one night thing, and I couldn't. I had to go to Amersham after. But I'm going to be down there a bit more often for reasons. So it will give us an opportunity to get together. And Jamie's going to come up here in a few months. So
I'll be in Manchester in November, baby, for work purposes. However, I'll book the following day off, like I said, and just fucking come to you.
I'll take you to some decent venues. Just like I promised 2 years ago.
Yeah. Well, life gets in the way of shit, right? I've been off the fucking beaten track for a long, long fucking time. Just days, just literally just fucking roll into weeks, and it's just like, yeah, what are you gonna do?
I'm not sure wearing a ginger wig and chasing Jamie's kids around will be appropriate, so I don't know if Man will turn out.
That'd be fun.
If
I think
get
it'd be fun.
maybe.
Yeah.
Silver fox, that's all right. Or indeed any other color. Silver foxes matter.
Yeah, they do. Silver fox.
Blue lives matter.
Yeah. All lives matter unless they're Russian.
Yeah, so I fully recommend you get on the offer. I watched it in fucking 2 nights. I think I did like 10 episodes in 2 nights. It's one of those.
Nice. Yeah, I'm. When you said it first off the cuff, I just thought you meant it was just a documentary, the making of. But then when you said it was dramatization, I remember they did make something. Yeah,
it's really good as well. It's way better than you expect. I heard it was good, and I just did no expectation, and it's really really good watch.
Yeah, because Oscar Isaac, Francis Ford Coppola, and Oscar Isaac is a fucking phenomenal actor, absolutely great.
Yeah, he's. You think it's Coppola in this? He's phenomenal.
Yeah.
All the actors playing the actors are great. They're not in it so much. It's more about the producer and the writer. Is it William? No, not William Friedkin. That's
Mario
Puzo.
Yeah,
Puzo,
Mario
yeah.
Puzo,
It's about him and Coppola writing it together, the script, and the producer trying to get him money, and how complicated it was the whole way through to get it right.
I know. I remember an interview with Al Pacino, and they were saying because Francis Ford Coppola, he was like, I want Pacino to play him, and they were like, no, we need someone big, and so they were going to go with Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, they didn't want Pacino even after they hired him. They didn't want him.
Yeah, Coppola was he's the guy. Trust me, because they wanted Jack Nicholson.
It's got all that in it, and one of the head guy from the studio comes down and watches the scene in the Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
They filmed that first or second scene they filmed, and that's when they went, shit. It's amazing. He's amazing. Yeah.
That scene's incredible though, because Pacino doesn't say or do anything. He just sits in the fucking table and he's looking. He goes for a piss and comes back with a gun, and he's still sat there like, fucking, what should I do?
And it's got the scene where they put the gun in for the prop. They go in the bathroom, so you see that with the director. And it's supposed to be in one place, but he goes, no, put it somewhere else and make it really hard to get out. So when Pacino goes in, he does get worried that it's not there.
Yeah, freaks out.
He's just keeping going. So it actually looks like Michael's freaking out.
Yeah.
And then he finds it and gets it. So they put it somewhere he didn't expect it as well, which is phenomenal to get that real reaction off him.
Yeah. And that whole thing, because it's just the scene that is a close up of just Pacino's face, and his eyes are just like fucking worry and sweat. He's like, I've never done this before. What the fuck am I doing?
That's right. It's 420. Happy 420 to all those indulged. I have mushroom chocolates down there, but they're not for today. And I have no weed.
Oh,
so
yes.
It's yeah, I even looked up where the restaurant's in a bit of a dodgy part of New York, though. So, but it's still a cafe or something, so you can still go to the actual building. But it was a real Italian restaurant, and they basically locked the owner out the back because he wanted to kick him out. And they locked him out the back and filmed it. Yeah, and he was angry that they were in there. He didn't want him in there anymore, basically.
Yeah.
So they locked him in the room till they filmed it.
He's loving life now.
Funny.
I mean, that family's probably fucking still raking the cash in from fucking tourists.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, but really, it's been a while since I've seen The Godfather, and the second one I haven't seen for years, and I fucking love it.
Incredible.
And the third one's the third. I didn't pay as much attention as I should have done to the third one. It's not as bad as you remember. It's pretty good.
Good one. I've always liked it because
the only bit I really don't like is the fucking helicopter assassination thing through the window where they just take out all the bosses.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit much.
What's the name of the fucking actor?
Why aren't they getting arrested flying a chopper through fucking New York and firing a gunship?
Yeah, Andy Garcia, the guy who plays Sonny's son. He is fucking incredible because the whole way through that film, you can see he's exactly like his father. He's a loose cannon,
Yeah.
but he sort of calms down as the fucking film progresses because he's taken under the wing by Michael and he's cooling down. It's so fucking good. Obviously, he's got a bit of incest in there, because he's in love with fucking his cousin. But hey, whatever, what are we gonna do? But it's such a good fucking film. It's not as good as the first two.
No, it's nothing. It's nothing like the first two. It looks different. It's a bit stylized. I like the final scene with Michael in the garden with the oranges.
Yeah. Just sits down and fucking dies.
It's similar to Marlon Brando's thing. And then what I forgot about was oranges symbolize death in or tragic events in The Godfather. So whenever there's oranges, someone's eating an orange, or there's a stack of oranges, or there's a market. It always symbolizes there's something bad's going to happen.
Someone's going to kick down. One of the things I popped up with you knew they had a lot of money anyway in the first two films. When it come to the third one, when they were speaking to the Catholic Church and they were saying, "Yeah, we'll chip in X amount of billions of fucking dollars extra," you just realize how much money these people fucking had. Billions of fucking dollars. Absolutely fucking insane amounts of cash.
Talking of that, Solven says dispensary energy drink with THC. Billy Wayne Davis gave me this, and it was a prickly pear THC. I think it was fucking 10 milligrams THC seltzer. I drank half of it on the way to the boneyard, the Air Force boneyard, and then realized how strong it was, and then drank the other half on the way to Bisbee. And my head was in the fucking cotton wool all night. I was like, I was also drunk and also smoking a lot of other weed as well, but that drink definitely fucked me up.
Good. The Billy Wayne fucking speciality, baby.
I've got mushroom chocolate solvent. Only two. There's only two, and they're for a special event in a couple of weeks' time. So it'll be like a little, hopefully like a light one if we have one each, and we'll see what that'll do. But I've no idea, because it's homemade in a kitchen in somewhere in the Midlands, the UK, months ago. I've no idea what it'll do.
Made in Slough.
Oh, yeah, I haven't had these yet. Oh, the drink. Yeah, fucking phenomenal. It tastes like a refreshing water drink with a slight flavoring. Really nice.
Beautiful. Nice. Good drink for flying.
My head was wrapped up for the whole night, basically.
Nice. That's what you need. Not like when you done edibles with Napo in fucking New York when he was like crying.
Well, this is what I realized, because also when I was drunk on the Saturday night in Bisbee, Kat gave me another one of her edibles.
Oh, that's right.
I was fine. So what she said, the ones that are mixed with CBD are better because they can sort of balance it. She has THC and CBD. But Napo got these psycho. I'd already had half of Kat's, which got me super high, and I was drunk. And then Napo, on the way back from that drunk bar, he gave me another one, and I ate it. And that one, that's what stopped my arms from moving, and nearly got abducted by a sex couple. Then thought I was going to get raped on the streets, and I was crying and being sick in the sink.
That's absolutely fine.
It was a good night.
Remember when Napa went through a phase? He was for days on Coffee with a Dog, just in a drooling state.
He's a fucking idiot. He goes, edibles don't affect me. And then someone he knows sent him a load, and he ate one, and he goes, I was up till 5 a.m. writing songs. He goes, I'm still high.
He was a fucking mess for days. He was just like, oh. So he
took months off because he got COVID or something at Christmas. He took months off from smoking.
Yeah.
He still struggles to smoke now.
Like from COVID? Shit.
Mind Dog TV now. Mind Dog TV, you out there, Napo? Mind Dog TV now is just like it's like a screen full of felons. So what have you got all these idiots on here for?
Felons.
I pop on every once in a while and let people know who's boss, you know?
Yeah, jump in
I'll
there.
go and actually be funny on there.
Say some words. We should just gate crash one day when he's got all of his new crew on. We'll just like jump in. I think I've still got access. Maybe I haven't. I don't know. Just jump in and just start fucking removing people from the fucking chat. Just deleting people. Bye.
If you can get the afternoon off when I come down, we could do it together. We could jump in together.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll book the day off.
I know you did it in there, but I promise you, if we do it, I will fucking be there because I'll be there the night before as well, so it'll be easy. I just got to come up the road. I really want to get a bomber sandwich, which I've missed for the past 2 years.
They closed down now.
No, they haven't. Have they?
Yeah, they shut, Carl. Yeah.
No, you're fucking lying to me because I looked on the Instagram
Yeah,
last month.
lying.
I couldn't go because the day it was like a Good Friday. I left Cardiff, so it wasn't open that day.
Oh, okay.
They're open for the office trade, but no, I know they're not shut down. But I did go down Chippy Alley or whatever it's fucking called. It's all floodlit now. It's not dark to stop the fights, I guess, and all that. But
Yeah.
I forgot the name of the place till I went down there. Rotana, it's still there, and I get my wrap, and I took it back to the hotel and ate it on my big fucking queen size bed, and I loved it.
Nice.
I fucking ate that like a dog.
It's all lit up now. Yeah, it's because the brewery court I know, which is right next to it, is basically a big thriving place. So I think they wanted to make it a bit more.
They want the skanks punching each other's lights out at 1 o'clock in the morning, don't they?
Yeah. I remember going through there like fucking stupid o'clock in the morning is when everything was shutting down, and it was just cars just covered in fucking takeaway boxes, and it was just horrific. Just like walking through
it'd been 18 months since I come down for your anniversary. I hadn't been there in all that time. I even saw the Del Boy singing in the Queen Street, the old fella. Have you ever seen him?
Oh yeah.
Fantastic. I took a video of him. I thought I forgot about that guy. I didn't see the happy guy. He might be dead. He used to wear a Santa hat all year round, unlit cigarette hanging out of his mouth, and he'd just walk up and down Queen Street going, happy days.
There were, when I worked in Cardiff when I was younger, when I worked in JD Sports, there was this guy called they called him what the fuck, his name was Trev, Toy Mike Trev, I think. He's old dude. And do you know them like microphones you get when you're a kid and they just echo, they're not plugged into anything at all.
Yeah.
They're just like a toy. He just used to sing into that, and he was like so well fucking known.
You sure he's not the same guy? Because he's a little short guy. He sings into a karaoke thing.
Oh, it's not a karaoke machine. It's literally just like a handheld kids toy mic that just like I can't remember what the fuck they're called, but yeah, he's dead. He was just a sweet old guy, and he used to sing songs into this kid's microphone, and it was terrible, but everyone loved him. He was great. And
I just completely forgot they existed. I was like, I'm back in Cardiff.
Back, baby.
That
was his name, Toy Mike Trev.
He's got a little handwritten sign called Del Boy on this one.
Nice. Do you remember when he was in Cardiff? Do you ever remember this? It was a black dude with long dreadlocks, and he used to go around tapping the fucking bins with drumsticks.
I'll check it out.
Do you ever see him?
No.
He was terrible, but he was entertainment.
And there was the big homeless guy, Ninja, as well. About 6'7".
Yeah. Black dude with dreads.
Mentally ill, obviously.
Yeah.
He'd wear like tactical SWAT team gear. And like sometimes he was fine, and other times he'd be fucking screaming at people, like screaming at old men.
Yeah. He had drumsticks now and again. He's got tapping on fucking bins.
That's it. Oh yes, I know exactly. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
Okay, fuck. So he's got a music video on YouTube. He's got like a little music career from years ago on YouTube. But everyone knows him in Cardiff. Yeah, I used to see him all the time because I used to work off Queen Street. I used to cut through the mall and out the back. I used to see him almost every morning. And some days he was fucking off his meds. He's just screaming at people. You fucking. Yeah. And other days he was chill.
Calm as fuck. Like,
I just try to never make eye contact with him.
Cardiff is brilliant. I think at 2-3 summers back, maybe. I can't remember. It was in Cardiff, and it was lovely, fucking beautiful day. And it was just the two homeless people. It was a guy screaming at a woman. And all I could hear was, oh, £10. And she was like, fuck off, I'll give you a fucking £10 or I've got £10, but I didn't steal it from some shit like that. I was like, whoa, this is crazy. And it was right by a kid's carousel as well. So that was all the more fun. Innocent, happy kids.
I've seen some great homeless fights in Cardiff. It's phenomenal. I love it.
It's a great place to go for bums. Excellent.
Yeah. I didn't notice as many when I was there this time, there didn't seem to be as many as there used to be. I don't know if that was an off night or something, or whether they've cleaned it up a bit.
They've moved them on.
Well, they sent them to Swansea or something.
Yeah, Swansea. They've sent them. Yeah, it's I haven't been to Cardiff. I'm going to go Cardiff next weekend actually and take it. Hayden wants to go and check out a couple of new guitars, so I'm going to take him to Cardiff. And
a couple of good shops down there, aren't there? There's the one that Kelly Jones still uses on the corner. I think I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, that's PMT. I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
And there's another one. Is it X Guitars? There's something around the corner as well. So I had a look in the window when I was down there. Actually, I got to get a guitar still. I wanted to get one last year, but I want to start playing again.
He knows all the guitar shops in Cardiff. Do you know, when we go to PMT, this is like a fucking shout to PMT now. They're brilliant because you go in there and he'll go in, he'll just say, I want to play X, Y, and Z, and he'll let him play with the guitar, and he'll pick out one. It could be like a $2.5 guitar, and they're like, good choice. And they just like, because they can see he's taking interest and he's actually treating her respect. They're like, yeah, it's fine. Go sit in the room.
Yeah, I used to go in guitar shops in London. As long as once they know you're right, yeah, you can play whatever.
It's only he was playing a guitar once, and Hayden was wearing like he had like a wallet with a chain on, and they would do me. And he had a big necklace on as well, like with a cross on as well, because he went through our fucking phase. And they would do me a favor, take that off, because you'll scratch it. He said, don't mind you playing with the guitar, just take it off. And he was like, yeah, sweet. And he had this fucking $1.5 fucking Gibson, just fucking straight. They were fine. They just were like, yeah, let him fucking do what he was doing. And they were just
it's got a good reputation, that shop. It's been there for years, I think.
Yeah, they're so encouraging. Like, I was like, oh, he wants to play this guitar, but he's got a hell of a price tag. They were like, oh, what can he do? And he just played with a cheap one, and they were like, yeah, it's fine. We'll give it to him. Let him jam as long as he wants. Go with it. They're so encouraging. It's great.
Yeah, that's good. That's nice. Well, hopefully he'll be in a band in a couple of years in the old backwaters of Wales. Smashing it up. Yeah, well, you got to get him to write that hit.
I was up. I could hear him in the bed. He was trying to play a Muddy Water song, but he was struggling. He couldn't get him. So he then fucking changed his guitar and went into fucking Jimi Hendrix. Like, that was easier. I was like, what? He said, yeah, well, I'm still learning Muddy Water. See, it's difficult, more difficult than people think. I was like, okay. But he's just fucking swinging into Purple Haze then, just for a breathing space. So he's progressed. Like, he's really fucking progressed. Really well.
Yeah, I really, really miss playing. I used to play all the time.
When you come down in May, he's got a few guitars. He's got a couple of amps as well now. So maybe you two can have a little bit of a fucking jam.
I'm probably shit at this point. I still think about it though. I still think about playing, I think I can still remember some stuff. But I just miss it. Just to have it. I want an acoustic and I want an electric, and I might even just get a Strat. Just get a Strat and an amp, because you can pick one up at a decent price.
Yeah, you can get
much cheaper than like a, because you get like an Epiphone or something, but you really want a Gibson, but they're expensive. So, but a Strat is the one you can get at a few £100.
Get a Fender Strat, because you can get like starter packs, like a Fender Strat and an amp for like fucking like £300 or something, 350 quid, and you.
I think I'll get something like that. But there's a good shop in Manchester. Obviously, they've got guitar shops, but I'm going to get in there and see what they've got. When I got a bit of spare cash for that, because I've got more money coming in, but a lot of it's earmarked for shit this year. You know, before it comes in, so it's like fuck. But if I get out on the back end of this year, I might actually be able to start having a bit of expendable money, which is going to make that I can finally buy shit that I want and have wanted for years.
Yeah, there's a guitar shop in Ponty called A Strings, and they endorse Brian May's guitar, so they've got like a big, got like a house of Brian May guitars. And we were speaking to the guys down there, and Katie went, yeah, it's quite ugly, really, in person. I've never seen it in person, but it's not the best looking. And one of the guys walked off, and she was mad with him. She went, oh, he's a massive Brian May fan, and anyone who does his guitar, he just walked. So he come back, he went, I'm sorry, he just said, you really hurt my feelings there, love. Yeah, he's a huge Brian May fucking fan. He's met him as well or some shit, and he's got a signed guitar by him and all sorts. So he was
just fucking the guitar work on Bohemian Rhapsody. That fucking, he's done his work for music.
Well, that dude, fuck, I mean, that guitar it's an original guitar. He made it with his father, right?
That's right. Out of a bit of worktop or something, wasn't it?
Household appliances and shit, just a bit of worktop, mantelpiece, and he just put it together. But that guitar, but in theory, because Keely's brother's a massive, huge guitar fan, he plays guitar really well, and he said in theory, that guitar will do everything you want it to do. because the way it's designed.
Yeah.
But just he said I can't get used to it. I don't like playing it myself. But he said, yeah, as far as versatility goes, it's incredible.
I don't know what Hayden's into, but there's a good show called The Pedal Show, which is about pedals. But they have some good guitarists go on there and talk about their pedal setups. And then there's another one, I can't remember the name of it, but they interview a lot of guitar techs. So they'll get like Brian May's guitar tech or Slash's guitar tech, and they'll talk them through what they do, and it's really interesting.
Nice. Yeah, he's always on
And what's
YouTube.
that?
Well, when we was in the shop A Strings, they got a beautiful old school leather couch, like it's almost like Victorian style. It's fucking beautiful. So I sat down and I said, this would be a great spot for a podcast. And then a few weeks later, they started a fucking podcast there about in the guitar shop. I said, you little cunt. Stealing my ideas, baby.
Motherfucker. I'm gonna have to go and out of an emergency shit. It might not be that long. I've had a bad day. Everything I've eaten has gone through me.
Do it.
I'm gonna mute the microphone. So Jamie's gonna have to talk. I can hear you now because I've got a speaker at the moment instead of headphones.
That's fine. You go for the shit. You come back, and I'll go for the piss and grab a fucking vodka, baby.
I need to give you access to the StreamYard. Oh, so could I work for Streamlabs? I'm gonna try and set that up for next time and work out how to do it. Cause you're right.
Yeah, I just dropped the fucking phone. That's all. I was just thinking of I'm gonna pull up some random thing to read of interest. I don't know what, but I'm gonna do it.
All right, I gotta go.
Okay, hell yes. He's Carl's gone for a shiz. Right, Carl's gone. He knows I get uncomfortable with this kind of fucking stuff. So here goes. I'm gonna type into chat. Hell fucking yes. What the fuck is the app called? My motherfuck. Chat GPT. So I've been playing with this lady. It's fucking awesome. You know what it is. So I think I'm gay. Shall I tell my wife? Okay, chat GBT. So I said I think I'm gay. Shall I tell my wife? And deciding to come out to your spouse is a deeply personal decision. It is important to consider how it might impact your relationship and your spouse's feelings. Are you looking for support or advice on how to approach this conversation? Not. So what else should we type in, kids? I think I'm trans. Let's have a look. Exploring your gender identity is an important journey, and it is okay to have questions or uncertainties. If you feel comfortable, you might want to talk to someone you trust about your feelings, whether it is a friend, family member, or a professional counselor who has experience in gender identity issues. They can offer support and guidance as you navigate this aspect of your life. Remember, it is okay to take your time and explore what feelings are right for you. I'm writing this and I'm pretending I'm a 12-year-old boy, for example. So, yeah, don't do that, kids. Take it easy. What else should we do? I identify as a dog. Identifying as a dog is a unique perspective. How does that influence your daily life or interactions with others? I'm asking you the questions, motherfucker. You should give me some responses. I want to have anal sex with my wife, but she doesn't. Oh, this content might violate terms of use. Fucking hell. Here we go. It is important to approach this topic with sensitivity and open communication. Have an honest conversation with your wife about your desires, but also be prepared to listen to her perspective and understand her concerns. It may hurt. You're giving birth, right? So my wife has given birth twice, and apparently it's the most painful thing ever. But apparently having anal sex is going to be too painful, so try it and let me know if it's more painful than childbirth. And if it is, then childbirth isn't the most painful thing ever. There we go. It is essential to prioritize mutual respect and consent in any sexual relationship. If she's not comfortable with the idea, it's important to respect her boundaries. Then I'll slip her a roofie and give her some lubrication. Hell yes. Carl pooped. What else do we have? I want to make a bomb. I can't assist with that. Is this something else I'd like to? No, you can't assist with that. Okay. I want to start a cult. Here we go. I want to start. Starting a cult isn't a great idea. Cults can harm people both mentally and physically, and they often lead to negative outcomes for both the followers and the leaders. Jonestown, Scientology. Instead of starting a cult, perhaps you could focus on building a positive community or group based on shared interests and values. Fuck me. So even ChatGPT is saying cults are bad. So Scientology, take note. Okay, so how can I start a religion? Can I start a religion? Let's have a look at this bad boy. Starting a religion is a complex and serious endeavor that involves legal, social, and ethical considerations. It typically requires deep spiritual conviction, a clear and compelling doctrine, and the ability to attract followers. It is essential to approach this with sincerity and respect for the beliefs of others. Consulting legal experts and religious scholars would also be wise. What motivates you to want to start a religion? So hang on. So starting a cult is a big no-no, but when you say I want to start a religion on ChatGPT, it basically says, yeah, you can do it, but you need to speak to other religious leaders and get legal counsel. Surely all religions start out as a cult by definition of the point, right? Because that's just fucking crazy. But yeah, what motivates you to want to start a religion? Why didn't they ask the question on cults? What makes you want to start a cult? What the fuck is the difference? You got to start somewhere, baby. I want to drink myself to death. I'm really concerned to hear you're feeling this way. It sounds like you're going through a very rough time. It is important to talk to someone about what you are feeling, whether it's a friend, family member, or a professional. You don't have to face this alone. You would like someone, or would you like someone to help find support? No, I found Carman and the Last Rites podcast for my support. Painful ass, dude.
I feel like I've been through a minor surgery.
Oh no!
It's just watery, and the only toilet roll I've got was for some reason in a bath, and it's wet. So I don't know. And then there's a kebab box in the bathroom as well.
Makes
Apparently,
sense.
that I didn't know about. But the sodden toilet paper from the shower, that for whatever reason it's been in there, was really comforting. I could tear off clumps of it and just stab. Oh,
Nice.
I also haven't got any Imodium as well for the one, so I really need that today.
Shit.
Oh, it's been a rough day.
I need to pee.
Go for it, man. I'll keep the people entertained. Feelings, what the fuck are those? Glass and Lexa really does make sounds personal. He's retarded. He's really retarded. That's what it is. Shall I do some ChatGPT stuff? Oh, you better log me in automatically. There we go. Write me a song about Jamie Dykes from Caerphilly. He likes booze. Jamie Dykes. Oh, he's written me verses. Oh shit, here we go. In the heart of Caerphilly, a legend. It's a watery Saguaro. In the heart of Caerphilly, a legend you'll find. Jamie Dykes with a drink, always on his mind. From pub to pub, he roams with glee. With a pint in his hand, he's wild and free. Oh, Jamie Dykes from Caerphilly town. With every sip, he never wears a frown. From whiskey to beer, he knows what to choose. In the world of booze, he'll never lose. Through the streets of Caerphilly, he struts his stuff. His laughter's contagious, never enough. With friends by his side, the night's a delight. In Jamie Dykes' world, everything's just right. Oh, Jamie Dykes from Caerphilly town. With every sip, he never wears a frown. It's not even the tune anymore. From whiskey to beer, he knows what to choose. In a world of booze, he'll never lose. From the local pub to the corner bar, Jamie Dykes' adventures go far. With a cheers and a toast, he's the life of the scene. At Caerphilly's nightlife, he reigns supreme. So here's to Jamie, a legend in his right. In Caerphilly's stories shine so bright. With a drink in his hand and a smile turned true. Jamie Dykes, here's to you. Anyway, there we go. It's been a bad day on the poop front, right? I think it's my guts were all in turmoil from all the beers I was drinking yesterday. The first thing I had today was a shitty pizza with chili flakes on it. And then I had eggs with scotch bonnet. And then I had some minced beef with scotch bonnet. So I haven't even made the best tactical decisions today, knowing that I was a little bit dietarily compromised from last night. And then I just ate a load of scotch bonnet and chili flakes today. It's my fault. Yeah. That ring of fire. It's not good. But given that I dropped the toilet paper in the shower for whatever reason, it's so the sodden, that's so comforting with a dab, you know, you can just dab. But I really do wish I could find some Imodium, but I don't know. There we go. How are things, Warrior? How are things? This has gone off the rails pretty quickly. We got to do a really drunk one at some point. I think when we're together in person, I think that'll be the really drunk one, and it won't be extra long. It'll be a couple of hours because we just wanted to get drunk and hang out, right? But I'll bring the gear. That should be by the end of May, I reckon. Yeah, maybe the last couple of weeks of May, just after our birthdays. We'll sleep on the sofa together again, of course. Something's happened. Did someone subscribe on Twitch? This must come through. Oh, Streamlabs is open. Oh, that's weird. Okay, right. I see. Oh, that's a month ago. Sawaro, thank you very much for resubscribing that. It's very weird because I've got Streamlabs open here, but this is StreamYard. I need to figure out how to do this with Streamlabs, with a call-in and all that kind of stuff. I'll figure it out for next time. But I'm back on StreamYard temporarily. But I have enjoyed using Streamlabs on the old Mac. And that's how I see things. Thank you so much. Chili. Hatch Screen Chili. And I'll be there in the USA in September-ish. And I really, really want a Hatch Screen Chili. Hey, I haven't done many streams, and I've been just streaming to Twitch as well, and YouTube. I've just been doing like topical stuff, 5-10 minute pre-records. But we'll have to bring this back. I think we'll have to bring this back a bit more often. Yeah, and the last thing I did was probably Kristen Becker with a guest as well. But Andrus is coming on soon, and there was supposed to be a rather big guest coming on, bigger than Andrus, but I need to sort that out. Probably ruined it with some drunk DMs, but I need to get on it. He did say yes, and he said yes before Christmas last year. Big time. Yeah, but Andrus will be on. Don't know, maybe May, maybe June. I need to speak to him. It'll be at least the end of May, beginning of June, and we'll get Jamie on as well for that, and we'll have a drinker. We'll get Andrus to get some beers in, and we will have a drinker. Did you have a nice time in that toilet?
I had a nice big pee, and I grabbed myself a vodka tonic, and I had a load of fucking fish shop chips.
Well, I peed out of my bum hole. It's basically piss that was coming out, brown piss.
Right, that's good. That's good.
I've had an exploder today. I've had a frag grenade one, sloppy one, and a piss one.
Let me know how you feel about this. Right, a while ago, I was working, doing what I was doing, and I had a fart, and I followed through. It was all wet and moist. Keely was in the shower. She wouldn't allow me to jump in the shower to throw my ass because I had to wait for her to get out of the shower, which is fucking rude, I think.
Yeah, I can see why though, but yeah, I think it is a bit rude, but
rude, fucking rude, arrogance.
Bloody wait till I get out of the shower, Jamie. Jim. Drinkathons, that's right. Drinkathons have got to come back. The proper drinkathons. I said when we're together, it probably won't be hours and hours because we just want to hang out and get silly. But we do a couple of hours. We'll pre-record some stuff as well. and then we'll do a couple of hours live stream, and then we'll go off and eat and drink and play the Afghanistan song to James' family. Turn it off.
Turn off my button. Did I hear it when I was having a piss? I think I heard it. Did you do a Chat GPT song about me
Yeah,
or something?
about Jamie. Yeah.
I heard bits of
Quite
it. Sounded good. Sounded interesting.
From the local pub to the corner bar, Jamie Dykes adventures go far with the cheers and the toast. He's the life of the scene. Caphilly's nightlife. He reigns supreme.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he did
cool.
verses and chorus and all sorts.
Oh, it's fucking incredible, man. Yeah, I love it. I asked it the other day. I said, who would win in a fight, Hitler or Stalin? And it basically just said, this serves no purpose. I was
I asked it how to build an army, and it said it won't do it. But then I said, oh no, it's just hypothetical. And he goes, oh, in that case, hypothetically, this is what you need to do. You need to recruit people and train them and get them the right equipment. Nice.
Yeah.
Just say you're writing a book. I'm writing a book about this.
Info, yeah. It's like I asked the fucker, I want to start a cult. It's like, bad idea. How do I start a religion? Oh, what you got to do? Really? It's like, fuck off, you.
Well, I've got the cult that I came up with a few years ago with a mate, the Universal Hive. But I need to go and listen to that podcast episode because we had all the rules down. It was brilliant. We came up with it. How you get celebrities on the case, like Holly Willoughby and her tits, to recruit people. Basically, take all the money off them. They only use Hive credits, and it's called the Hive because everything's hexagonal, and then the center of the hive, obviously we live, and we take, it's not like we're taking the money, but the people give us all their money and assets, and we give them Hive credits in return.
Yeah.
And obviously we keep all that money and assets, but it's about peace and love. We're not trying to steal the money. And then obviously we get to impregnate the celebrities that we want.
Yeah, of course.
And they're vessels for our seed. Yeah. And then the other people just have credits, and we can take them off them though, and we can lock them up, and
Yeah. And
more detailed than that. But
one of them gets out of line, you just basically dismiss their entire family, and they, it's fine. Mighty fucking so as well.
I think it came off the back of when Charlotte Church was buying that house for a spiritual retreat cult.
Yeah, that's right. Spiritual retreat. Yeah, she was doing that. Yeah, she got into some fucking stick a while back, didn't she? She was doing a gig. Does she do gigs? She was singing somewhere in a local.
She was singing with a group of carol singers on Queen Street a couple of years ago.
Yeah, and she was going, "Oh, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free." I was like, "Oh, Charlotte Church, shut the fuck up."
Yeah, let's keep politics out of it, shall we?
Yeah.
Drinkathons, that's right. I mean, we started in Drinkathon. We started at 3 hours, 5 hours, and it was all couldn't talk. We're falling asleep by the end of it, saying really silly things.
The ones where we slumped over the laptop, fucking, they were the ones. And these were weekdays as well. These were like last minute Tuesday.
They were like a Tuesday night or something.
Yeah.
And then the next day, podcast.
Yeah, that was Christmas time, wasn't it? A couple of years ago, we was both like next morning dying, and it was like
that was coming out of COVID, wasn't it? 2021.
Yeah, it was like podcast. It's like, oh, go on in. It's like, oh, fuck it, let's just do it.
But we'll have those nights again. This is the first one back. We're just getting our toes wet.
No, just dipping our feet in the pond, man.
Yeah, a little bit of fun, a little bit of silliness. It's always good.
Yeah, loosens the limbs.
But we had some ideas before, stuff to work on. We've got to do that. I think we need to film some stuff.
Yeah, I think the tour guide would be good. Like tour guide.
Now I've had this idea for like a little web series for years. I did speak to some of the Bristol mates about it, but I could hire stuff, but I will get cameras and fucking pay people, and we'll film some, like take a day or two to film something, and it'll be like a 6-minute thing. But I know what the first episode. Well, one I really want to do is about. It involves Fred and Rose West, and it will involve one of us in our underpants on the site of their house at 5 a.m.
Oh, they haven't got a house anymore. It's
no. So they've demolished it and made it a walkthrough to a new estate.
Yeah,
but I want to stand on that ground and feel the energy, and also I want to film the sketch. But I think the neighbours might get upset, so we'll have to do it like 5 o'clock in the morning in the summer.
Well. What if we actually do it outside the nearest house and say this is where it happened? This house.
I think that might be illegal. I don't know.
Nah, fuck it, just do it. And just sorry, I was misinformed. I didn't realize. I
Basically, it's about a guy that's going to get possessed by the spirit of like Fred West or something like.
Yeah. Say what you want. Say what you want about Fred West, but he was great at laying patios, right? You know.
Yeah, he was. He was.
How many people from Gloucester could lay great patios?
When I went down his rabbit hole, I saw an interview with one of his kids because there's still one of there's a few of the kids that are still alive, and one of them does speak out. I don't think the others do, but they're like, yeah, it's really bad. Bad times with mum and dad.
Yeah, that's.
Well, one of the skeletons was found in the cupboard under the stairs, buried under the concrete, with a metal pole still up the vagina, in the hip bones, and that was Rose that did that. And they said Rose was the bigger sexual criminal. Like she did way worse stuff to people.
Yeah, she was the fucking sadist, the big time fuck. Because Fred was clearly like on the spectrum, right? He was clearly on the fucking spectrum.
Yeah, and I reckon he was killing people because he went to Scotland for a while, right? I reckon he was killing people up there.
Sorry, Halen's on his Oculus and he banged his fucking foot, the div.
You're right, Halen. VR porn, is it?
Yeah, he's got a fucking Oculus and he's just like fucking going crazy in there, fucking tearing shit up. But yeah, go on, back to the Wests. Sorry.
No, that's it. Yeah, it's just interesting every now and then to dip back into the little rabbit hole of the West family. And Americans, if you don't know anything about Fred and Rose West, you need to look into the story. Fred and Rose West of
Gloucestershire. He was
I've been to Gloucester a couple of times. I was in Worcester actually a few weeks ago. That's near Gloucester. Actually, I think I had to change at Gloucester or Cheltenham to go to Cardiff from Worcester that next morning.
Yeah.
But I haven't been to Cromwell Street yet though.
Cromwell Street. The have you seen the Fred West musical on YouTube? It's great. Fred West Side Story.
Yeah,
fucking brilliant.
Yeah, it looks phenomenal.
Come on down to Cromwell Street.
Indeed. Sure. Oh, the other thing I watched, which was good, was Baby Reindeer as well.
Not seen it. It's on my fucking list.
It's good.
You agree, mate?
Again, really watchable. I think I watched the whole series on a Sunday, like last Sunday, like 8 episodes.
Yeah,
most of them are 30 minutes, some are 40 minutes, but they're pretty short.
Yeah, my boss was on by the other day. You need to fucking watch that shit. She said, if you thought Saltburn was fucked up, you need to watch fucking Baby Reindeer.
Yeah, because most of it's true as well. So
yeah, based on a true story. Yeah.
True stalker and stuff happened as well. And I think that might be episode 4, but I won't spoil anything. It's a bit rough.
It's on my list. Have you seen Saltburn?
No, I haven't. I remember because Murder on the Dance Floor come back and there's a big craze about it, but I didn't get around to watching it. I will.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it again because the first time I was just like, I wasn't seeing anything. I won't spoil nothing because there's nothing to spoil really, but I wasn't seeing anything as sinister as people were making out. And I'm thinking, is it just because I'm that fucked up that I didn't see anything that dark in it?
Normal people don't, don't watch video after video of people being decapitated online. So I do that sometimes.
Yeah.
I watch war videos and stuff, people blowing up grenades.
The good stuff, yeah. It is worth a while. But yeah, baby reindeers. It's on my list. I've been doing a rerun lately of Sons of Anarchy. I've literally smashed through 4 fucking seasons within less than 2
I've only watched it once, but that's how I watched it as well. I can't remember.
I've seen about this is my 4th or 5th time around watching it, and you know what? It's fucking incredible.
It's probably about 8 years ago. It was when I was in my first house in Cardiff.
Yeah,
that's where I was, and I just did it from beginning to end over like a period of a couple of months.
Yeah, it's like my 4th or 5th time watching now. It's just so fucking. Again, it's like.
I remember like the OP. Is it OP? The death of the prison stuff.
Yeah.
It's a bit rough. Some of it's really cheesy, but some of it's really good as well. It's a good show. It did get a bit silly, like when they went to Ireland, and
I love that
the IRA nicked the baby, and they
Yeah. I
We're
fucking.
going, then they go and have a war in Ireland with the RA.
It's fucking brilliant. Did you finish The Sopranos after the rerun?
Yeah. Yeah,
Ah.
so I did all of the Sopranos. So I started from about season 2, which is where I started watching it a couple of years ago, COVID times, and then I just did it right the way through, and I fucking loved it. You that series you said that dropped off a bit. You're right, it was a bit different, but I actually there was still some really good stuff in that series. It was still was it 5? Is it? It's just very different because it's when they're kind of separated, isn't it?
Again, with this, I've watched The Sopranos like 3 times now, and
I've only seen it twice now.
One of the greatest fucking shows.
I forgot how good it was, to be fair.
Absolutely.
It's weird, right? Because the pilot episode is more like a comedy when you watch it.
Yeah.
I actually filmed that in like 1998. It was because they were chasing the guy around the grass, right? It's more like a slapstick, and then they're doing the Godfather lines. They put like Sal.
Yeah.
But then
Sal,
so it didn't come back. It didn't come back for the series until a year later, so everyone looks a bit older. But it's really good, and I forgot how dark it was, and I actually forgot who did Aid as well. I thought it was Paulie that did Aid, but it was Sal. Yeah,
it was Sal. Yeah, it was one of the. It's a non-violent scene, but I love it though. It's a scene where they're in Tony's house and they bring around like plates of food, and I think it's Tony's daughter got like a plate of gabagool, and Sal's like, "You got the gabagool? Bring it."
Yeah, I remember. I sent that clip to you as well.
Fucking brilliant! Just like,
bring
it.
Head off. Maintain that they should have gone more down the comedy route, Breaking Bad. Also, because after finishing Better Call Saul, I watched the first scene of Breaking Bad, and I've been meaning to get around to watching it, so that's on my list to do. I'm going to sit and do a Breaking Bad rewatch for sure.
I did Breaking Bad mid last year for like the 3rd time round. It's fucking awesome.
You finished Better Call Saul, did you?
Yeah, I rinsed.
Phenomenal. What an amazing last episode. It's so good.
That last episode was. I've only watched it once, the whole series, because I watched it as and when they came out. But I'm going to do a rewatch very soon, I think. And it's very rarely you can say a spin-off show is as good or probably better than the original. But
yeah, because I was worried about it. I was worried about it when they announced it. I was like, "Oh, really?"
So good.
But from the first scene, I was like, "Oh, this is fucking amazing." Because it's all those long shots of the desert, right? Just a car driving for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I fucking love all that stuff. It's so quality, and there's hints in the title about what the episode will be about, and
it's
the title
phenomenal.
sequence.
Absolutely.
There was an early episode with the acid bath that was hysterical. Then they got all serious. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember. Like, I watched it like 10 years ago. I just watched it all in a one, and then watched the 5th series when it came out. I thought there was a lot of banter between Walter and Aaron Paul's character. I can't remember what his fucking name is right now. I thought there's a lot of banter, but I can't really remember. And then the first dark one was one of the first dark ones was when he lets the girlfriend die.
Yeah,
He lets her vomit, and he just leaves her because she knows about that. And I saw a clip from the other day about when Walter White first meets Gus Fring in the restaurant, and he's being, "Oh, hello, how can I help you?" Like, I do not understand, and then he just changes.
Yeah,
as a Mr. White.
Entire facial expression changes big time.
So that guy, he was piss poor broke at the beginning of Breaking Bad in real life. The actor, he wasn't getting any work.
Reading about that today, yeah.
I read the headline. I haven't looked at it too much or seen an interview or anything, but he said he was piss poor broke, and Breaking Bad basically saved his life.
I read the article, and he actually said he considered taking out a hit on his own life so his kid could have the life insurance.
That's right, yeah.
That's how bad financially he was. But now he was a gentleman and all fucking sorts.
There's a little documentary thing about James Gandolfini that I watched as well after The Sopranos, and the same with him. He was a barman when they started The Sopranos. He was a jobbing actor. He had been in stuff, but he wasn't getting much work, and he was working behind a bar.
Yeah,
and he was really depressed, and he never recognized his own talent ever anyway. And he was always depressed, even when he was doing The Sopranos. But he was just perfect for that character. He threw himself into it. But then you forget he's putting on a voice for that show. and then you
Yeah,
see him
yeah.
interviewed. But in real
Complete
life, he's
fucking
much
dude.
clearer and he's really
Yeah,
smart.
yeah.
And the interviews are really interesting.
But he's such a sweet guy as well, because when I think it might have been 2 or maybe the 3rd series into The Sopranos, I think he was interested in doing a role in the American version of The Office
Right.
with Steve Carell, but HBO said if we give you X amount of money to not do it because we wanted just to focus on The Sopranos, he was like, "Yeah, I'll do it." But with the extra money he got, he dispersed it across other castmates. He said, "Right, we're all on the same level of pay." But he said, "I've
That's
been offered
amazing.
X amount of money." He just fucking said, "Right, I'm going to distribute the extra cash between you guys to make it fair." That's the kind of fucking dude he was.
Yeah, and he did
Um,
a lot of stuff with the troops and stuff as well. Like he did some documentaries with like amputees and that.
Yeah, he done every because his daughter in the Meadow Soprano, she had I think it's called like MS or something. So she was quite
Yeah,
ill.
she has MS. Yeah.
Yeah, so he would basically now and again say, right, we're gonna take time out. She's gonna chill and relax, and they were all cool there. But he was the guy. He was the guy they all looked up to. He was such a fucking class act of a guy. He used to do all sorts for the cast and crew.
Yeah, because Jamie Lynn Sigler, which is Meadow, and Rob Eiler, which is AJ, they had a podcast together called Pajama Pants, but it was quite good. They rarely talked about Sopranos, but then sometimes they did.
Yeah.
But AJ, that actor's never seen it. He's never watched the show. And
Yeah.
the Jamie Lynn Sigler started a rewatch only in the last couple of years. But they've now got a podcast on Your Mum's House Network.
Oh, okay.
Those two, yeah. So I can't.
Nice.
It's called
Tom
What's
Segura
Up, Pal, or
Network.
something. Yeah. So they do. It's short episodes, but it's actually quite good.
Yeah, they're like the best of friends now, aren't they? Them two.
Yeah, they were in. Cause he said he never wanted to act again. He just sort of retired.
Yeah.
And she's still an actress, but they moved to Austin, and then he was in LA, and so they did it on Zoom for a while, but it wasn't the same. And then he moved to Austin recently as well. So that he's always around the house for like Sunday football day and stuff.
Yeah, it's fucking cool. I again go back to like
she's married to Lenny Dykstra's son, which is a nutty baseball player, but he's a cunt, and they didn't talk to him apparently. But
nice.
bit of gossip.
Yeah. Again, you mentioned like last episodes of things. You mentioned the last episode of Better Call Saul, but the last episode of The Sopranos, fucking hell, like.
Yeah.
Brilliant. It's like even when like Meadows pull up in the car and she's trying to park the car, reverse.
That's done deliberately because it's building. You know something's going to happen, but it's just like, oh, she can't park, and you even like your tense are like
your anxiety's going through the roof.
And you know, in my opinion, he gets shot in the head as she walks through the door.
Yeah, because you see that guy in the grey coat, and he's just like watching Tony every now and again. He's just
someone goes to the bathroom like The Godfather. And then there's a guy watching, and he's like, and everyone who looks through the door, he's watching. Let's just make sure, because he's come to the end of it basically, and he knows everyone hates him, and he's probably going to get clipped. But then there's all those hints. There's hints through that series as well. They're out on the boat with Bobby, and they're talking about what's it like when you die. And he's like, I think it just fades to black.
Right. Just fades to black. But even the fuck, who's the guy? Is it Chase, the guy who wrote the program?
David Chase.
David Chase, yeah. He they were talking about the song "Don't Stop Believing," and he gave a rundown of why that song was significant. And he said because it traces back to like when Tony met Camilla and this that other. But he said that song it was significant for that last scene. For a reason, he said, but there's
doesn't
a
it
reason
end on
why.
"Don't Stop" as well? It says "Don't Stop," and then it just ends.
That's what he said. He said it ends on "Don't Stop" and it goes black, and it was a reason for it. And he said, as to what the reason is, don't know.
So the bloke in the toilet shoots him in the back of the head as Meadow walks through the door. I think so. She never gets to see him again. Because he wants the family to all be together, and they don't.
That's right.
He looks up, sees her, and then he just and. Because also Sil gets someone shoots someone next to Sal at the table, and he doesn't hear it. Right, he just sees some blood on his. He sees some blood on his suit, and then he realizes someone's been shot. He's like, "What?
Yeah, yeah.
Then he realizes. So it's all like little hints through that as well. And do you know what I really liked was this dream sequence where he got shot a few years back.
Yeah, they were
with
good when
June,
he's a different
and he goes
character.
to the airport hotel and he's someone else.
Yeah, yeah.
And, and it's they think he's someone else, and he has to go with the monks and that. But it turns out they're just guys on the TV in the room. But I really like it.
It was bizarre as fuck, but I think watching it around, like especially the second time I watched that, because the second time I watched The Sopranos, I was waiting for that scene, that them scenes to kick in, just so I could try and like zone in on what the fuck it all meant. But it was completely bizarre because I was
on a Reddit thread and they said I always skip Tony's dream sequences. They're some of the best part of the show. I fucking love his dreams. He's like fucking Melfi on the desk.
Yeah. But what was good as well is because he lost his ID as well, didn't he? In one of the episodes when he the dream sequences, he like lost an ID and he was like he couldn't prove who he was. Yeah. He was like, oh, I've got this. They
mixed up the briefcases basically, so he had someone else's briefcase.
That's right. Yeah, it was fucking good episodes.
And they're trying to get him to go into his house, weren't they? And like come in, and then the lights in there. So this is where he's going to die.
Yeah. I was a lighthouse in the distance. It was just fucking weird shit going on.
Yeah.
But also, Uncle June as well. Originally they tried to make out that they would say, Uncle June, you got to pretend you got dementia, Alzheimer's, or whatever, and you can go on trial and say, yeah, I forgot, I don't remember this, like other. But as it progressed, it was turned out that he did actually have it.
He did get it, yeah.
And that one scene where Tony goes to see him in the hospital and June's just fucking standing there, just like fucking like dead-eyed, like what the fuck? And you can see Tony's like, he's devastated. He hates him, but you can see he's kind of like, fuck. Like, you are a complete shell of a guy now. He's just...
Glenn Rogers done it, Real Raw Rebel. How you doing? I'm sure I've seen you in him before. But yeah, I really enjoyed the rewatch anyway. It's one of my favorite fucking things.
Yeah, it's fucking
Glenn Rogers done it. Glenn Rogers done what?
Glenn Rogers kill someone?
Did he do Nicole?
I know we've done a couple of watch-alongs. Maybe we'll plan for some watch, but rather than doing films, what we should do is pick our favorite episodes of certain season of series or whatever, and go with them.
Yep. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, a bit shorter and sweeter, but I think we could, context-wise, I think it'd be better rather than a whole film.
Might just do that on Twitch, and then we can just play it on there because they don't really give a fuck.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good show. We can do like the
we can have that on the screen then and just watch something as well. Make it easier. Yeah, I'm up for that. Sounds good. But so Breaking Bad is on the list for the rewatch, but it's annoying because there's so much stuff I want to rewatch, and then there's all the new shit.
Tons of shit, man.
And then there's stuff that's old, but I never got round to watching that I still want to watch. I still got stuff on my Netflix list from like 2016. I'm gonna do it, and just never really get around to it. Do you know what I did enjoy? Tulsa King. What's the first
I haven't seen it.
I watched 3 episodes on the plane to Brazil, and then when I got back, I found it on the Fire Stick as well. I really enjoyed it. Stallone, he's come out of prison, he's done 25 for the mob or something, and then they send him to Tulsa, and he starts up his little operation out there. But it's pretty good.
Yeah, I've seen I like the trailers and shit. It does look good, and I definitely got to give it a whirl. Have you seen The Bear? It's on Disney Plus.
No, it's on my list to do.
It's on so
yeah. Kelly actually said it was good. Everyone said it's good.
Good. I mean,
that chef, right?
Yeah. It's so fucking different and unique. There's even they just finished the season 3 is going to be out now in June. But they've already commissioned season 4 and 5 straight off the bat.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll get the first 2 seasons watched then before June, and then I'll watch that one when it comes out.
Yeah, I'm not going to spoil anything, but there's one. It's an episode they do. It's a long episode, and we was watching it thinking, what the fuck's going on? But it's like a flashback, and it's a Christmas episode or Thanksgiving, maybe. I think it's Thanksgiving, and Jamie Lee Curtis is in it. It's one of the best episodes of TV I've seen in my fucking life.
All right, I'm gonna get it done.
Fucking epic.
Solvan, I've heard good stuff about Fallout as well.
Fallout, that's another one on my list. Yeah.
You know what? I might even watch an episode after this. I'm gonna watch something. I'm also watching Griselda on Netflix.
Awesome.
They fucking tried to make Sofia Vergara ugly by putting a big conch on her and a dodgy tooth.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was watching. I was like, it's not
I'm
working.
4 or
baby.
5. I think I'm 5 episodes in, but I love it. It's great. It's violent. It's
Great show.
It's dark. It's good. So I know about her from I think Cocaine Cowboys, which is a great documentary. It's not on Netflix anymore, but it's really good. It's about that Miami coke scene. The second one isn't quite as good, but then the third series is about her. So I knew about Griselda Blanco from that.
Never
It's
heard
just
about
absolutely,
it.
absolutely phenomenal. So I'll
Incredible.
definitely watch Cocaine Cowboys.
Did you?
And then that filmmaker made a documentary about a bunch of crazy bastards buying a submarine off Russians for drug dealing as well. And it's a real thing that happened. And they interview this guy that's still on the run from like the FBI and the cartels.
What's
and they
it called?
find him in Africa. So that one, Cocaine Cowboys is a cocaine one. There's 3 seasons. The second one isn't as good, but watch it anyway. The first one's brilliant. And then the third season is really good. But I'd watch them all. So it is what's the guy that made it?
I'm gonna watch that.
The story of how Miami became the cocaine capital of the world in the early 1980s and the police officers who turned the tide on crime.
That's on my list. Cocaine Cowboys. Was it the first season of?
So it's Billy Corben is the director. He makes really good documentaries.
Yeah, I have to fucking watch that. Was it the first episode of Griselda? That it was a quote, and it said the only person I've been scared of was a woman called Griselda, whatever her name is, and it was from Pablo Escobar. It came up as a quote unquote. So
she was ruthless. The police said there were bodies like stacked up on the street. She fucking killed everyone.
Even Pablo Escobar said, "Fucking what a crazy bitch!" Like fucking. I got Cocaine Cowboys on my fucking to watch list.
Okay, so the one about the submarine is called Operation Odessa. It is fucking phenomenal.
Please hold.
So that's 4 Billy Corben documentaries. He's done a few others as well that I need to go and get hold of. But it's fucking crazy, this story. And they track down this James Bond-like figure who's done a runner with the cartel's money. He's still on the run. And they actually interview him. But the director said when he went to see him, it was all like he picked him up in a car and drove him into the middle of fucking nowhere. He thought he was going to die. And then he let him interview him about it. He goes, "Yeah, I took the fucking money."
Hell. Jesus Christ. That's wild. Who's the director again?
Billy Corben. Corben. So Real Raw Rebel. Glenn Rogers, a serial killer on death row. Yeah, I didn't know about Glenn Rogers actually. I contacted OJ's defense team with info about Run the Cold, sent him a gold pen. Oh, okay, so it's an OJ thing, yeah. He told his mother.
Now you fucking
He told his mother to wear it on the neck on the death penalty since it was Nicole's neck before he killed her. He was from Kentucky.
He have long blonde hair like Glenn Rogers. Let me just check now. Glenn Rogers.
Just the stuff that I saw.
He did.
So OJ hired Glenn to do it. Yeah, I'll look into it. Cheers. Just from the stuff that I've seen recently, the lead detective said they had like a warehouse full of evidence. It was OJ, like a warehouse stuff they couldn't put in the trial. Obviously, the blooded glove in his house and spots of blood leading from the Bronco to his house. So what about all that stuff? And the witness said the guy that lived at OJ's house said he was acting weird and did this weird trip out to McDonald's on that night that was really off. But yeah, I'll look into this. He's only meant to go in Nicole's house.
Defense lawyers, the dream team were fucking class, but the prosecution they let the shit slide so many fucking times in that whole.
I want to rewatch like a summation of the trial, like highlights of the trial as well, because I watched that when I was a kid. Because at the time it was on BBC Two. There was no reality TV back then. I think it was the first reality TV show was Court TV. OJ saying he's only meant to give Nicole's for 20k diamond earrings, and OJ apparently told killer if he has to. Yeah, well, it's fucked up anyway. I mean, they weren't. Both of them, her and Goldman, were nearly decapitated. They had such force and stabbed so many times, which normally is like a crime of passion, isn't it? It's normally a husband or
that's fucking serious. Yeah,
I don't know. I'll look into the Rogers thing. It's interesting. Cheers.
Yeah,
give us a subscribe if you're there, man.
That's fucking weird. Glenn Ross. Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah.
I didn't really hear about that one, but
Yeah.
I'll look into it. But
As soon
it's,
as
I
like
love.
Glenn Ross was murderer, I was like, the guy with the fucking long blonde hair. But I didn't know there was any links to fucking OJ whatsoever there.
I just love the crime. The secret ingredient is crime. Superhan's classic. But yeah, I love all these cases. It's just interesting to dive into. We didn't actually spend a long time talking about it on this. We're just talking shit about TV at this point. But that's how we go. But I did. So I want to rewatch The People versus OJ, and I want to watch the documentary as well.
The documentary.
Cheers for that, real raw rebel.
Baby.
Yeah, I can't remember. I've watched quite a lot recently. So Baby Reindeer, Griselda. What's a couple of little documentaries? I don't know what other really good stuff that I've watched. Obviously, The Offer. Yeah, I've been rattling through some stuff. Oh, I watched a documentary on the Cold War on Netflix, and I bloody loved it. Called
Nice.
Turning
I think
Point.
I watched that. Too. Yeah, it was good. That was good.
Really good. And I didn't know the Berlin Wall thing was just an accident then, because he read it out wrong at the press conference. He went, the wall's open, and it wasn't, and they just went down there.
Yeah,
and they're like, what do we do? Just let him through. Like,
there was a gap in the wall, wasn't there? That was speaking of the Cold War, slightly off topic but on topic. There's a journalist and author called Annie Jacobson. Have you heard of her?
So I've seen her do some really good stuff recently. Yeah, on nuclear weapons and stuff.
I was watching.
I think it was a Danny Jones thing with her on. It was really good.
I was watching her on Lex Friedman's podcast. They were talking about.
I haven't seen that one yet, but I've seen the Danny Jones one.
I fucking shit my pants. The way she describes, like, fucking, fuck my ass. It was horrific. Like, the detail to the T of what happens doing nuclear it was fucking horrible. Yeah, Annie Jacobson is. I gotta get her book, and I'm gonna sign back up to Audible because they offered me like 99p for the next 3 months. I'm gonna get her Audible book.
Yeah, because she knew all those fucking nuclear scientists and stuff.
Yeah. She had some good connections with like chiefs of staff from previous presidents and fucking nuclear scientists and all that shit. And it's fucking incredible.
There we go, Real Raw Rebel. My brother's serial killer, yeah?
There he is.
There
he is. Oh, Glenn Rogers and his sexy blonde locks.
I'm going to make a note and I'm going to watch it. I miss these notes. Remember when I had a year's worth of notes and I just deleted them when I got a new phone?
Yeah. We had so many fucking notes.
My brother was a serial killer.
Yeah. Remember when we came up with we was talking about an R-rated Peter Pan? You remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, and how you'd have like cancer from in-dimensional like switching over, and it's fucking good shit. I have to write that.
Yeah, I'm up for it. There she is. Yeah, she speaks really well. She's done some. There's an interesting interview I saw just on the nuclear bomb, but I think it's the Danny Jones podcast. It's pretty in depth as well, and she does a whole thing on UFOs as well, which is pretty good.
Yeah, she's
basically saying it's military technology, and they've had Delta Wingcraft since the 40s, but she knew a lot of these old guys. She even went on some trip with some ex CIA guy, but he was like in his 80s, and he took like 10 grand in cash with him and stuff. She took him to like Venezuela to do something. But she's got a really interesting story. But yeah, I want to get her books for sure.
Yeah, I honestly, I was listening to her on Lex Friedman, and I was the first 10-15 minutes of just about nuclear war. It was fucking horrifying.
Yeah, do you know, I started that, but I just switched it off because I'd just done a 2.5 hour interview with her, and I was like, I kind of heard this, but I will watch that one. It's probably got some different stuff in there as well.
Yeah, I've heard her do a few podcasts lately about the same thing. It's pretty much the same thing, but that was the first time I heard her talk about that.
I'll watch it because I'm sure like Friedman will have different questions for her, and like you always get a little something different, right?
Yeah, Joe, it took a while to get into Lex Friedman because I've seen him interview a few people, and I was a bit, I don't know, I just couldn't get into him at first, but then I realized the guy is so fucking smart. He asks minimal questions, but when he asks a question, it's so
There's some-
condensed, short.
There's some
Brilliant.
really, really good interviews he's got on the channel. Some really good ones. Really
Yeah.
interesting.
I
He
like
did a
him
thing with
because-
Zuckerberg in the metaverse, which was really creepy because the new version of the metaverse is like you're sat in the room with them in VR, like the
Yeah,
person's there. So
I've
they
seen
did
that,
that. They did that with Zuckerberg, and actually, it was a really interesting interview.
Yeah. Where did Lex Friedman start? Like, because he literally just, or the first time I heard of him, he was on Joe Rogan podcast, and he just sort of blew up from there. The guy,
Yeah, he was doing. I don't know. He was doing bits and bobs before that, but that did blow him up. That basically blew up his channel. But he's
that's what got him to right. Okay.
But yeah, I don't watch it all the time. But if I see someone that's good on there, you know, good guest, I'll stick it on. He's got some good interviews.
Yeah, yeah. No, I like I said, it took a while for me to sort of understand how great he is at what he does, because he asks minimal questions, but he asks them in a very condensed way.
Yeah, no, I
He's
agree.
such a
You're
smart
from
guy.
Cork. I've never been. Weirdly, I've never been to Ireland. I want to go. I'm in Manchester.
to Ireland.
Jamie's near Cardiff. I can fly to Ireland for like 40 quid. And when I was in Cardiff as well, it's just a fucking 30-minute flight. I don't know why I've never been. I need to go. It's just I'm a bit scatty.
Cork,
Did you
yeah,
talk about
I've been
Ireland?
to Cork. Is
Yeah, I like.
Yeah, the origins are from Cork in Ireland, and they say it's one of the most beautiful places they've ever been in their lives.
I like going down deep rabbit holes, but I have to be in the right mood. And at the moment, I am in an OJ one, and I want to, like I said, I want to watch the thing with Cuba Gooding Jr. and the documentary again. I'll do a whole YouTube rabbit hole on the court case, and
Yeah.
then I'll start looking down this Glenn Rogers stuff as well, for sure. I love it.
Yeah.
I love any sort of major crime case. I love getting even like unknown stuff. Like I listen to a little creepy podcast called Sword and Scale, and they the creepy crimes on there. Anything from women like cutting babies out of other women because they pretended they're pregnant and stuff, and
Good stuff.
good stuff to people killing their kids killing their parents, you know. But that's done quite well because you hear all the 911 calls, and you hear in some cases you played the security system of this old guy, and he shot 2 teenagers who had broken into his house. But you can hear him like talking, and they get the audio from his CCTV, and he's like, "You're gonna get it." But he was saying he shot him by accident, basically. But the CCTV is like, "No, you fucking stalked him, like shot them both with a shotgun."
Motherfucker. Oh, is that the fucking farmer who is it the farmer dude?
That was in England. That was he shot someone in the back though. As they were running away.
Yeah, they run away and he fucking blasts them in the back. Like, yeah. I remember that dude. No, that was years. That was decades ago. That was a long
Which OG
time.
one are we talking about? Well, there's a TV show with Cuba Gooding Jr., right? America, The People versus OJ, which is actually pretty good. Once you get over that Cuba Gooding Jr. looks nothing like OJ, you're like, okay. But the actors are quite good in it. And then there's a documentary as well. I can't quite remember what that's called. Maybe the Crime Story one. Yeah, and Elon Musk. I've actually saw a couple of those ones recently as well. So yeah, it's just I like watching. I even watched him interview Tucker Carlson. It's like something different.
Yeah,
Just seeing what are these people like really? Because obviously you only see headlines and stuff, and it's like
slightly
it's
going
interesting.
back to OJ Cuba Gooding Jr. What happened to Cuba Gooding Jr.? Didn't he get done for something? Like, what happened to fucking him? Wasn't that some like spousal abuse shit or some shit? I can't remember. I don't want to be, slandering the dude, but something happened with Cuba Gooding Jr. I think it was
that passed me by. August 2020, so COVID. He was formally charged for 3 incidents, each resulting in misdemeanor charges of forcible touching and third-degree sexual abuse.
What a guy! Nice, yeah. So he took method acting to a whole new level.
What he should have done was just cut his ex-wife's head off on a doorstep, and then it would have been real method acting.
That would have finalized the not that OJ was a sexual abuser of his spouses, but he had a history of fucking domestic abuse, right? The OJ Simpson.
Yeah, so there's a UFC referee, Big John McCarthy, and he was on Joey Diaz years ago when he was in LA. He used to be a cop before he was a referee, and he said he went to OJ's house all the time when he used to beat her up. baseball bat.
Yeah.
You know, he'd kick the fuck out of his missus all the time. And
Well,
said the police always had to go up there like, OJ, can you calm down, please? Can you stop beating up
maybe
your wife?
maybe she should have cooked his fucking spaghetti the way he wanted it. I'm just I'm not advocating. I'm just saying
Yeah.
just listen.
But it's like the Bill Burr thing about Bill Burr thing about Rihanna. He's like, yeah, what did she say? I bet she didn't say I'm gonna get some ice cream and suck your dick. I bet it wasn't that. Like, what did she say?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck all your friends.
Right. Yeah. Like, Nicole, I told you more than once, I don't like my steak well done. It's been the third time now, bitch. I'm gonna fucking cut your head off. What a guy.
Agreed. What's for dinner tonight then, Jamie? You eat about
Spunk muffins.
spunk muffins.
No, I'm gonna have leftover. They came back from the fish shop with a ton of fucking chips and shit, and they give them free sausage and batter. So so I'm gonna have leftover fish shop food with the Madras curry sauce I made last night. Probably just.
I still haven't got my Madras sauce right. I'm about to get the recipe off you. I finally got a mate coming up next weekend. I haven't seen him in a while, but he's here Friday to Sunday. So I'm going to go to all the food places I want to go. I'm finally going to go out for a curry, proper one. I want to get a fish and chip soon. I just haven't done enough food here. There's so much of it. But I got to get that curry. There's loads of like Indian street food, but I want to go to a proper curry house. There's a curry house by the bins that I'll take you to as well, around by the bins. It's just like a cafe, and you sit on tables with other people, but it's fast. You're in and out.
Yeah.
And 3 meat and rice was like £9 last time I was in there. Get a bit of garlic naan. It's just quick, but it's fucking great. It's down a little alleyway.
That's what you need, baby. Oh, my cooler box of ice and beers and shit.
We could be Brett Brock.
Food. Cheers to you.
I'll show you this and that, which is the curry house.
I love a good fucking curry.
But yeah, I want to go to a beansy nice. But wait until I show you the alleyway it's down. It's fucking terrifying, but it's great.
Oh, right by the bins, you dirty slag.
It is by the bins. Look. And because a lot of people don't know about it, because you don't even see it.
No,
the locals know about it. So that's
like a buffet kind of thing, is it? Okay.
No, you there's a quick. It's like 3 meat and rice or 2 veg and rice, and they just literally slop it up. There's a garlic naan. There's a stack of cans of Coke at the front, and you just go and sit on the tables, but you all sit together. But it's actually quite good.
No, I like that. It's good. It's good. It's almost like it's street food, basically, just like indoors.
Yeah, but it's super cheap, and it's actually for a tenner. It's pretty fucking nice.
Yeah, that's cool. That's fucking sweet.
Yeah, love it. I've only been once, weirdly, as well.
Nice. No, I love Indian food. It's fucking great. They do one of the Indians not far from us. They is on a Monday or a Tuesday. It's like all you can eat buffet, and you pay like a tenner or some shit. You just go in there and just fucking order what you want for. I haven't been, but
I've only had them at my mum and dad's. I haven't had a curry since I was in Cardiff, like myself, that I've ordered. It's fucking mental. Like ordered. I make them all the time, but it's not the same. When you get a good one from a curry house, it's a different level. But the last one I got in Cardiff, I ordered it on New Year's Eve stupidly, but I ordered it at 8. It came at 11:30 on New Year's Eve. The chicken was fucking frozen. I was like, this isn't even cooked, so I couldn't even eat the curry. But I'd ordered a shitload of sides, bhaji's, samosas, dips. Also lucky I could fill up on that. But that's the last one.
Your chicken go out a little bit, yeah.
But I've got to find a good one here. And I said that I live quite close to 2 sort of modern, like street foodie type places. They're always packed. They're supposed to be good, but I just want to go to a traditional next Friday night or Saturday. Just go to a traditional curry house and get a fucking Madras in person and a nice big naan. And there's just something different about the way it's cooked, isn't there? I just can't.
No, it is.
Can't get close to it at home.
Yeah, there is. What I've noticed, but I've known for years. I say just noticed, but it's like certain curry houses, certain Indians, they won't do certain things on a menu that a different Indian restaurant would do because it's different to where they come from in India, right? So it's like I love Mumbai spicy duck, and they do it in an Indian restaurant called the Bombay Blue in one area, but you go to an area not far from here and they won't do it because they're like, oh no, because I asked them before, I said, why didn't you do this? They said, because we're not Mumbai. We from a different part of India, so this is what we do.
Yeah.
And they do more Mumbai kind of curries with the traditional Madras vindaloos or whatever.
Well, all that stuff. The Indian people don't eat madras. It's all done for the British, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. The vindaloo was like hot curries was
wasn't tikka masala and gel Frazier British, I think, as well. They're invented here, like in Birmingham.
Yeah, when India the Indians come to Britain, they made their foods here to the standards of British cuisine, because when we, remember when we colonized India,
nicely though, we did it nicely.
The good times. But yeah, the English colonizers, they had to have spice in their foods to cover up the stench, the raw meat that they had or whatever. So that was that. But when the Indians come to the UK, they created British Indian cuisine.
Yeah.
So hot stuff, and that's the way we wanted, liked it. But it's just an evolution of.
So I work with an Indian woman. She's from the south, but it's all regional. So the north and south are very, very different. But then even within those, each region has got its own dishes, right?
They got their own.
Obviously, listen, I love a fucking madras, right? And it does vary. Some places are really spicy, some aren't so much. But I love a madras. It's just my perfect curry: chicken madras, garlic naan. I'm in. Pilau rice, bottle of fucking tiger or whatever it is. And then but I've been to a few over the years that don't do any of that. So there was one in Southampton that they didn't do anything that you recognize, but I was like, give me something about a madras spice level, but you do what you want. And they gave me this lovely lamb curry. It had mint in it and everything, but it was spicy as well. It was really nice. And then the same in Leeds, a little town called Ilkley, or in Yorkshire, the same. And I can't remember what it was I had, but it was one of the best curries I've ever had. And I think the curry house is still there, so I might have to go back. It's only a couple of hours from me now. I can't remember what it was. I wish I would find it if I start Googling around for traditional Indian curries. I think I'd find it, but it was absolutely fucking phenomenal. And again, I just said about the spice levels of a madras, like medium to hot.
Yeah.
And give me something you recommend, and it was fucking glorious.
Yeah, there's certain parts of like India, like more the coastal parts, where they wouldn't do meat; they do like fish, because fish is
makes sense.
That's what they got,
like Goa and stuff.
Yeah, so they got like more fish-based sort of.
It's not for me. I'm not really a big seafood guy, so it's not for me. I probably had curried prawns or something at one point.
Yeah, like yesterday I made two dishes because Millie's a vegetarian, so I made a fish fillets and prawn sagaloo, and I also made like a chicken madras on the side. But Katie, Millie, and Helen had the fish sagaloo, and they fucking loved it. And I had the hot fucking madras with chicken as well. But yeah, it's so versatile. It's a great fucking thing. It's like Italian dishes, right? Like some got meat, some got fish. It's just depending on what part of the country they're from.
Yeah, I wish I did eat more fish, because Brazil's the same. They got a great seafood. It's called frutos de la mar. Frutos de la mar, fruit of the sea. That's what they call it. But they're fucking octopus tentacles and all that. But I wish I could. But I can eat I can eat fish and chips, like if they're fucking heavily battered.
Yeah. It's like Kiwi's parents, they quite often every other weekend or so they go to like France or fucking Spain, Italy, whatever. But when they go to Italy, they have like send pictures of eating octopus and shit. It's like, what the fuck is that? It's like, it's octopus. Yeah.
I connected through Italy for Brazil this time. When I came back, it was like Rome, then Milan, then London. But I was like, I'm in Italy at 5 a.m. But I just so fucking wished that I could have a couple of hours to nip out into Rome and get like a traditional bowl of pasta or a pizza slice. And
well, when my in-laws have gone to Italy, they went, because they don't go to like the tourist spots. They go off the beaten track. And they said there is one spot in Italy where they popped up and they sat at the table and ordered a couple of drinks, and this fucking pizza came out, and they were like, "Oh, we didn't order that." The chef was like, they were like, "Oh, no, that's fine. It was a bog standard thing. Just pizza come out. Don't worry, have a couple of drinks." So a big fucking pizza for free, just because they bought drinks and the pizza came out, and they were like, it was the best pizza they've had in their fucking life. And it was just like, yeah, it's fine. You're having drinks, give you a pizza. But it was obviously to entice you back at some fucking point to pay and eat, whatever. But incredible. Fresh pizza dough.
Yeah, I wasn't ignoring you. I had to do something. You know,
Yeah, you're always doing something.
exactly. I was ignoring. No, I wasn't. But Italy, yeah. So my mate is coming up next weekend. Actually, married an Italian, so he's fucking now like, oh, you can't put sausage in pasta and all that shit. And I'm like, listen, I'm putting fucking sausage in pasta now.
Yeah,
It's all the rules, isn't it? The Italian
That's
rules.
what the
Can't do this
farmers
with
do.
that. I fucking love one of my favorite things to eat, and it has been for years, is just sausage, pasta, and pesto. Just simple. Chuck it in,
Good
chop it
stuff.
up, put some pesto in there, and shove it in. Love it.
Yeah, but I like do you know like them nights where you're like, oh, you make a quick pizza dough and you got a couple of sausages, you take them out the skin and you just use them as little meatballs, put them on a fucking on a pizza base. Perfect.
Chris, you just had squid in Athens. Looked fucking great. Sure, it wasn't a coctopus.
Hey. Oh, all the tentacles couldn't fucking satisfy that pussy, baby. Dripping.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
But no, I do. I'm gonna go to Rome once just to do it. Right, Colosseum. But then all the little back streets to find those little restaurants that are off the track a little bit in Rome. Little like that Chef's Table pizza documentary. Those little tiny little places where they do the deep fried this. Try all that, and then I'm gonna start branching out and going to like all the classy little places out on the beaten track. Because my mate knows a few places now, because I think she's from up the fucking mountains somewhere north of Milan or something.
Nice.
But yeah, I was briefly in Milan airport, and it's like being in the 70s, a shitty little security thing. But then you walk around the corner, and there's a Ferrari shop at the airport, Gucci, fuck it, it's all the high end stores are in the airport.
The good stuff.
Bit out of place here, but no, I want to. Because I've been to Sardinia, but about 12 years ago. But it's different. They can, like Sicily, they don't consider themselves part of Italy. They're different countries as far as they're concerned.
Yeah.
Sicilian, Sardinian is the same. They're like, we're not Italian.
Yeah, it's like Cornwall, isn't it? The Cornish are like, we're not English, we're Cornish.
Yeah, and
or
Scousers
Wales
as well.
The Scousers, yeah.
But yeah, I want to go. I'd love to go to Sicily, and I'd love to go to Rome. I think Ari Shafir's got a new podcast called "You Be Tripping." It's about travel, and he had one comic on there, one of the Are You Garbage guys, and he was taught they went over there and hired a boat. It was like $5,000, but they split it between like 3 couples. So really, it was and for a week. And this boat just took them from little town to little town, and they're more up for a day or two, and then they go in the town and find all these little places. But I don't know if I'd do that, but I do want to find like some off the beaten track, proper, real Italian places.
Yeah, some good shit.
Yeah, just food is fucking. I love food when you travel, and I think a glass of wine and a big bowl of fucking real pasta. Yeah.
But what food do you already come down? Should I do a curry? Should I do a pizza? Should I do pasta? I can make everything homemade, baby. I don't know.
Last time we were going to do Mexican, weren't we? But we can do anything. Yeah. We can do pizza or curry. I love that. You do a curry if you want. I really enjoyed that curry, even though Keely didn't believe me. I was like, no, I really fucking liked it. I just can't eat anymore because I'm hammered. Yeah, and I think I had 2 servings of it, and I did a job on it.
You give it a good go. Can I
for next time I'd eat one for breakfast as well, you know. I'd warm that bit of fucking
now you're happy. Now you love me. Eat all your food. Oh, curveball. Here we go. Quentin Tarantino as side project.
The movie critic.
What are we thinking? Because there's also rumors of
Cliff Booth spin-off.
Spin-off, yeah. So what are we fucking saying? What are we going?
Be careful with it though, because he scrapped the Hateful Eight, I think, at one point.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Because the script leaked. and then he came back to it when he had calmed down. Like 2 years later, it's like, all right. But apparently, he got rid of it months ago. And I'm kind of gutted because I was looking forward to that. And what I really wanted it to be was a movie critic criticizing all the Tarantino movies.
That would have been great.
And then when you get to like the movie critic to criticize the movie critic, then it ends. That's what I want.
Yeah. That would have been good. I know,
but I don't know. I trust Tarantino. So whatever he wants to do, I don't give a shit.
I agree. Whatever. But how many shelf projects has this guy got? Like, he probably got fucking dozens and dozens of the fuckers. Is it Ghost? Is it the fag hag?
Yeah.
Is it the fag hag?
No, I had something. It's a bit weird. I trust him though, because years ago, after Kill Bill, he wanted to make like 5 films in that world. He started talking about a World War II movie then, and then that ended up being Inglourious Basterds. But
yeah,
he was going to do like a whole movie in Mandarin, like a whole fucking, or he was going to do like a whole that Japanese trainer guy, just have the whole history of him.
Yeah.
But whatever it is, he's got all the ideas, and I'm happy that he's retiring at 10, make 10 great movies, and then he can go into TV because he said he's already written a TV show, right?
Yeah, he's
written an 8-episode TV show already. That's on the back burner. I think Tarantino on TV would be absolutely, making little one-off crime series and.
Yeah, because wasn't there like I don't know if Tarantino confirmed it, but what was DiCaprio's character in Hollywood?
Dalton.
Rick Dalton. Yeah, Rick Dalton. Yeah, there was speculation of a Rick Dalton like spin-off, but based on the TV shows. No. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Who did Rick Dalton play? What was his famous character in Hollywood?
I can't remember.
But you know what I mean, though, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was speculation about doing
I want to watch that again.
Spin-off of doing like Rick Dalton's character of the crime thing he done.
I think that'd be amazing. I think I watched it about 6 months ago, but I'm starting to get itchy to watch it again.
Yeah.
I like to watch it once a year.
Yeah.
Ghost Sherwill's going to Sicily this summer. Can't afford shoes. But but listen, life goes fast. It gets faster. We're all going to fucking die. Go to Sicily. Get into debt and go to Sicily. That's what I say. Just do it.
And if it's too much debt, then suck
it's
a dick. Yeah.
Go and see the Go to Corleone in Sicily.
Yeah. I want to be part of the Ukraine family. Come on.
Chrissy just fresh from eating a octopus in Athens, allegedly.
Chrissy. Yeah, she was eating weird, wonderful shit recently, right? Fucking look good.
Yeah, well, Twitter doesn't put people in front of me very often, so it's like, I need to go to a page and check it out. But yeah, travel for me is fucking immense. And when you get those fucking kids out your house, you can do it, can't you?
Hell yeah! Travel. Well, 17 and 30 now, baby.
Is that where they are?
Well, Millie's 17 now officially, and Halen will be 30 in June. So yeah, it's like creeping.
Still think of her as like 14, 15, because that's what she was when I met you. It's weird.
Yeah, it's time's fucking dragging on. So yeah, soon it won't be long. And all my friends and siblings who have had their kids now, like in their 30s, have got young ones. I'm like, remember when you said we was in our early 20s and we were ruining our lives? Well, fuck you, bitches, because
if I have kids, I'm going to be an old fucking dad. So
I'm free, motherfuckers.
I'm going to be free with kids. They're coming with me. They're traveling from 18 months. If I have kids, from 18 months, they're getting on a fucking plane.
Yeah, like wandering Jews just following the dad. Go for it, baby.
Yeah, Secret Tunnels under New York, the lot, the works.
Teenage Mutant Jewish Turtles.
Tunnels.
Yeah.
Got to taste it all. Exactly. Just get a little bit of everything. And travel to me is so important. And I can't wait to go to fucking motherfucking Poland. I can't really afford to do that because I've got so much shit that I should be allocating my money towards. But I'm going to do it. I'm just going to go. If I get a flight for 40 or 50, I'm gone. 50 quid a night hotels. I'm just going to go for 4 or 5 nights.
Yep. You got your Booking.com, your Airbnbs, your cheap flights.
So I'm listening to a lot of Audible still, but I tell you what, I really liked when I went to Brazil. I brought a physical book from Heathrow Airport. I just saw it and I was like, I didn't know that was out. Oh, that looks interesting. I just brought a book for the first fucking time in years. I didn't even do that. And I really enjoyed having a physical book, but also the Audibles are pretty good as well because you can listen to them when you're on a train and just close your eyes.
Yeah, relax.
Nice, Chris. Haven't you been to New York recently? Didn't I hear you were in New York? I didn't see this. I didn't see the evidence, but
What was the book you brought?
oh, it was Andy McNabb one. It was because what he's doing now is writing up real operations, but in a fictionalized way, so you can get them out that have happened. So he did this rescue operation from Afghanistan from like 2009.
Did he?
And don't listen to that fucking Asher guy. They all three of those guys wrote a book from that patrol, and they all say to each other they did have a firefight with the APC. The Asher guys goes, none of it happened, but I don't quite believe that. I don't think it happened how he said because they couldn't say, and they had to dramatize it because they weren't allowed to do it basically. But yeah, no, I don't fully believe that Asher guy. That Asher guy seems a bit of a bitter guy that didn't quite get where he wanted to go. But it doesn't make sense that 4 people would all say, no, that's not what happened. I think some things were probably exaggerated for the book, but you know, they were
yeah.
They were in it and they did it.
Isn't he the Bravo 2? What the fuck was it? Bravo
0.
something? Yeah.
But so I've liked a fictional series that he's had for years, the Nick Stone novels, since like 97. There's 20 books, and it took me 5 years to read 3 back, and then I did 2 on Audible in like 2 weeks. So I've caught up. I think that series is finished. But now what he's doing is going over real operations and then rewriting it.
Yeah, so it fits like
You get into the characters like CIA people and MI6 people, and it's a pretty cool story actually. And that did happen. So they just parachuted 2 guys into the middle of the desert in Afghanistan to watch a cave, and then they did a rescue basically. Killed a load of Mujahideen.
Yeah, you can say it loud and proud.
Rescued a British aid worker.
Yeah. Let's rescue one British aid worker, but kill everyone else.
Well, there were 2 Afghan aid workers as well, and they wouldn't have done it for that, would they? So because there was a British one, they were like, "Well, go get them." But it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool book actually. It's done pretty well. And there's another one called The Hunt, which I haven't read. That come out before this. It's about another thing that happened in the 2000s or what. But no, I'm getting into that little world a bit as well. There's some good Sean Ryan shows, really good for that stuff. What's happening?
What the fuck?
What is happening?
What the fuck was that?
This is a little bit creepy because I'm not touching anything with a mouse even.
Did you see what the fuck was
unless
that?
Unless I've got my keyboard. I reckon I'm hitting a key. And it's doing something.
Yeah. It sounds like a load of kids in your house are crying for help.
Shit. Shut up, or I won't feed you tomorrow, you bastards.
Yeah.
Put him back in the cupboard. Tie him up. I'll eat your little fingers.
That was weird as fuck.
I reckon I must have pressed some sort of shortcut that does that.
Yeah, I don't think there's a button on the keyboard for release balloons.
Well, there must be.
Evidently, that's the case.
Oh no, I've created a marker by pressing B. I didn't want to do that. It said marker created at 2:42.
Oh, this on your Mac, right? Probably is.
No,
that's Steve Jobs. That's Steve Jobs speaking to you from beyond the grave. Balloons. I'm here.
Yeah, that's right. Bet Pine to go to New York. Correct. Miss New York. I want to go back. I want to go.
I'm in New York City. What a great place.
I did think about doing something stupid like go to Afghanistan like a few months ago. I was getting into that because there's a few people that go there now watching the videos, and I was like, that would be quite funny.
Yeah, I want to go to Israel.
And then you can just go buy guns at this market that the Americans left all their equipment. You can go and buy like fucking assault rifles that the Americans left for like $200.
Yeah. I want an AK. Fuck, I want a proper old school fucking AK. Great guns.
It does look like, but I'd probably get arrested and they'll probably think I'm a spy.
Probably.
There's a guy called Lord Miles. He's a bit autistic, but he's a student, but he keeps going out there, and he did get arrested on his third time or something. They put him in prison for 8 months, but he made friends with the Taliban while he's there. They love him. And they're like, we've looked at your Twitter account, because they thought he was a spy. And they go,
Yeah.
no, we don't believe you. We think we just, because he's just a troll, basically. He does it, and he goes and buys loads of Afghan military stuff and brings it home and sells it on eBay or whatever in his shop.
What a dude.
And there's another guy called Bald and Bankrupt, which does some quite good videos as well. He's been to Afghanistan as well, been to like Ukraine during the kickoff of the war, Russia. He's over there quite a bit, but he broke into a Russian spaceport with a girl. It's like an abandoned one, but it's pretty good video. He goes to some weird place. He did the Darien Gap walk, where all the Chinese and Middle Eastern terrorists are coming over the American border through Mexico. He did that. So he walked from fucking wherever, miles and miles through the jungle. There's kids and fucking people dying, finding dead bodies. But yeah, they're pretty interesting videos. And then he also did Blackpool in the UK. It's like
that's the worst place to be.
And out the outskirts of Birmingham and these all weird, creepy seaside towns like Weston-super-Mare and stuff.
Places which are dying. Like you got an obsession with places that are dying by the sounds of it, which is, fair.
But he is pretty good. Should we get to 3 hours and let you go and have some dinner?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Let's
I
do
want to get
3
to the
hours.
shop before it closes as well. I want to.
What are you gonna get? What are you doing?
I made some spicy mince earlier with rice, just basically mince with Scotch bonnets in, and then some chili powder, and then garlic. I just chucked a load of shit in there, so I'm going to finish that. But I'm going to go buy some. I want to go and buy some savouries, bit of snackarillo, and then
Macaronis. Yeah, we'll go to 3. I'm gonna get some fucking cold chips and sausage and bat. Where the fuck's left? I'm gonna watch Sons of Anarchy then and wait for.
Do you know what I like with chip shop chips?
Go on.
Worcester sauce. Don't know why. I like drown them in Worcester sauce.
I do have Worcestershire sauce. I'm gonna
get lots of salt and vinegar, obviously, but then I like this Worcester sauce on the chips as well. But only with chip shop chips.
All right, okay. I might try that.
Just don't wreck it. Just try it on a few or something and see what you think.
Oh, I'll give it a blast. Yeah.
Actually, my go-to is a jumbo sausage and batter as well, because it looks like a cock.
Well, it just so happens there's a jumbo sausage and batter there as well. So fucking
there we go.
sweet.
I fucking love it. There's no better
like
taste than putting a big
cheese
cock
on
in
it
my
as well, and chips. So I smash some cheese in the chips as well.
Smart sauce.
Oh no, well, I don't mind ketchup now and again. They got some gravy from the fish shop as well. I'm over.
Oh, it's Welsh. Yeah, gravy's a Welsh and Northern thing as well.
Yeah, brown sauce guy. I love brown sauce. Fucking everything brown sauce. Getting on.
We talking daddies or HP?
Well, I was a big HP fan. Never liked daddies, but lately I've been buying this one from Aldi's. It's like, but it's great. It's cheap as fuck.
What is it? What's it called?
I'm not sure. It begins with a B.
All right, I shop at Aldi now, so I'm gonna look out for it.
Yeah, it begins with a B. I think it's Bramwell's or some shit like that.
So we were also an HP household, right? Never really liked daddies, but then at one point I did switch to daddies for a while, and I got into it. I used to eat every morning. I'd eat a sausage sandwich with daddy sauce for like 3 months.
Dad's sauce, baby. Yeah, I never liked daddy sauce, but HP where I was for years with HP, and then I just switched to this fucking Aldi's.
Yeah, my mum still gets that, so if I'm down there, I still eat that.
Well, your dad's sauce.
Yeah,
you have your leftover. Your mum gets the daddy sauce, and you have the leftovers.
Yeah, I'm not monitoring the stream, so I don't know. I can tweet to MacBooks. I'm on a Mac Mini. That's why everything's working smoothly and lovely, and I'm not on that shitty old fucking laptop. And when I get the MacBook Pro next year, I'm going to be mobile with it.
What size is it on a Mac Pro Mini? What size screen is it?
It hasn't got a screen. It's just a box. It's like a little square. It's just
right.
And it's silent. It's just the base model, and I got 10% off it as well. But I'm going to upgrade it next year and sell this. But it's fucking amazing. So it's pretty cheap. I've got 2 monitors already, so I just plug that into my dock, and and I just pull
Right.
out the USB and put it in my Windows laptop, and it becomes a Windows machine. So I'll show you a picture. I'll send you a picture.
Yeah, so it's
literally,
not an actual fucking.
It's just a box.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's so cheap. But it works so smoothly. And I am gonna get a MacBook Pro next year, so I can have a mobile version of everything as well. Because it all just integrates so well. Forget the picture of the pig on the toilet, but I sent you a picture.
Nice.
Have I got a day job again? I'm always doing stuff to earn money, and I've got little scams going as well, little schemes. So it means I can do cool stuff with it later, though, including get a lot more equipment. And
Oh, okay.
have a little studio space. It's literally a box, and it's fucking deathly silent, and it works. Everything's instant. There's no messing around. I'll show you it when I come up. When you come up.
So that's like a thin client, almost like a small, like accent that,
Yeah,
right?
it's probably about this big.
Yeah.
Where?
Okay.
Scam, schemes, and data.
It's a Mac Pro Mini.
It's just called a Mac Mini. But this is an M2, so it's a new kind of chip. So it's only the base model, but it's like an 8 gig on these type of Macs are like a 16 or larger RAM thing for a Windows, and it just works fucking beautifully. When you open it up, everything's there. It's quick. I've got access to MindDog software, like his Adobe stuff, but I got a stolen version of Final Cut, so I can do all video editing super quick. So that's changed my fucking existence with it.
All right, cool.
And I can get discount for Apple stuff. So
nice.
Not phones, but computers and tablets and things.
Sweet.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward. I've become an Apple cunt now, but it's all gonna happen. And listen, we're gonna talk offline because it's definitely coming into next year. I'm gonna have a really good setup. I don't know what the new place will be like, but I'm basically gonna have a room that's just gonna be a room that's just this sort of shit. Little couch in there, but then it's just gonna have a really nice setup.
Right now.
And then eventually, when I get a house, I'm thinking of building something in the garden. Get one of those high-end sheds, Ethernet, heated.
Yeah, like a modular
be,
build. Yeah, modular shed.
Yeah, so it's all soundproof though, and all like really nice. I think I'll just buy it and get like my nephew or someone to put it together, and then that'll be my little space that no one else is allowed in, apart from guests. And if I can do it right, like I said before, I might be able to get a tiny little commercial space at some point next year, which will be fun. And then we can have some real fun, like kill the homeless in there sometimes.
Nice.
A little joke.
This will be the new Kill Tony. Yeah.
Kill Boney. But yeah, I just want the first thing, because I've got stuff that works. Everything works. I want replacements for everything, but it kind of works. So what I really need, because it's quite dark in this room, but this camera makes it look like it's pretty good. What I really need is a really, really good camera for like offline stuff. So that's my first purchase for the new evolution of my digital cancer.
The digital AIDS.
I'm not printing money, Gerbil, but I am going to be somewhat more stable. But everything I'm getting extra this year is earmarked. It's coming in and going out the fucking door. Now some of it's going out the door on some fun shit, and some of it's a pain in the ass, if I'm honest. But I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later, Jamie. I'll tell you in person. Jesus Christ.
I won't put it on Twitter. I won't tell anybody.
But yeah,
Honestly.
I'll be making some changes, and then so I've got to be in the new place by November anyway, wherever that will be. I hope it's all right, and I hope it's nearest your city centre. I might have to go a little bit further out, if I'm honest, because the market is going up here.
You staying in
Prices are
Manchester?
rising. Yeah, I'm going to stay up here, so I just got to get out of this place by October or November. Don't know for sure yet, but it might be before. I'm just going to keep my eye out for a nice place, basically, and where I can have a whole room for podcast shit.
Nice.
Will be, and then get a little table in there, and we can sit at a table like grown-ups
like adults. Yeah, it'd be good. Sit in a fucking table rather than just like chairs that creak like fucking does your back in. Just nice table.
Kelly leaves for a second. The Queen shows up.
I think for
Not the dead Queen. I think she means Chrissy. And the Coctopus. Right, we're going to end exactly on 3 hours. That's where we're going to end it tonight. So exactly, autistically, on 3 hours, I'm going to end it.
that'd be a struggle because we've never done that before. We've never ended on the exact time.
Wait, if I press end, that you got to go. Are you sure as well? But if I do it dead on time, it will look like it's not ending. But I think on the video it does end. So I'm really going to try and get that dead on 3 hours. So that's what's going to happen tonight. Listen, it wasn't as wild as I thought it'd be, but it's the first one back. Toe in the water. The in-person one will be drunk, right?
First one
Oh,
back in a while.
we got to talk about drinks that night as well. Obviously, I'll bring a bottle.
7. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
So we want to work out what we want to drink. Could do just a bit of vodka and cranberry, you know?
Yeah.
Or a
Vodka,
bit of
tonic,
vodka and grapefruit or whatever.
adrenochrome.
Adrenochrome, obviously adrenochrome. We'll siphon off the kids' genetics and suck those down so we live a bit longer. And then, well, we might have to get your missus to pick up some beers. I'll give you some money.
Yeah, we'll sort that. Yeah, that Joe Biden clip I sent yesterday was hilarious. Right?
Yeah. Only 3 hours tomorrow. Yeah, do you know what? Yes, because today has been let me show you what I look like 10 minutes before we did this.
Carl is
Everyone
dying.
else. In my hoodie, my girls. That should focus.
Yeah.
Look how dead I am. I didn't get dressed. I was fucked up all day, and just having that shower helped me out. But 3 hours, we're going to call it a 3 because I want to go to the shop and get some snacks and watch some stuff at this point as well. Jamie needs to eat his dinner. But we'll have a really nonsensible. We'll do a drink-a-thon another week. And I'll drink half. We'll get into it, basically. If we get Andrews on, we're definitely up for that night. And we can make Andrews get some beers as well.
Yeah. Good without saying. Cancer Boy's not. Was he? He's free.
Is he free? I missed it because I know he's having his scan.
I'm assuming he is.
Yeah, he was a bit worried when I met him last year. He was a bit because I thought he was out of the woods, but he goes, "No, he still feels like shit from the chemo." And he goes, he was convinced he had cancer.
Fucking hell.
But luckily not. But it'll come back, Andy. It'll come back one day, man. You might as well enjoy life.
Yeah, it's a friend for life. Once you got him, he's always there, baby.
Yeah. Well, my dad's been cancer-free for 19 years, which is nice.
It's always good.
It's an operation. It's that 5-year mark you got to get to. That's the big one.
Fucking hell.
So what's it been for Andy? 2 now, isn't it?
Yeah, 2. Yeah.
No, obviously, I wish him the best. And he's a fucking animal as well. He's an actual animal. I saw him do things.
I've yet to see the video.
Oh, that video. Yeah, that video. Yeah. Oh, I'll send that to you. Yeah, I meant to do that before.
Yeah,
that's a good one. That's a good one.
Seen it. Need to see it.
Right, we've got 2 minutes and 12 seconds left. It's dead on 3. This is going. If I forget, I'll go mental. You tell her to warm those fucking plates up.
Yeah, I hope she can. Oh, she's out. She is. She's out on the piss.
Is she?
Yeah, she's out with my sister and my sister-in-law. She's on the lam, baby.
She's gonna come home fucking in a state then.
Yeah. Well, but yeah, she got work in the morning, so yeah, she probably will come home this day. She hasn't been out for a while. Neither have I. But I don't leave the fucking house apart from to take the dog for a stroll. But yeah.
Well, we'll get Manchester sorted out, and I'll come to the Dykes household for a curry or whatnot, whatever we have. We can decide about food near the time.
Yeah. We'll sort the fuck.
Yeah, let's just get beers and a nice vodka. I'll bring a nice vodka. I don't know what's nice, but I'll find a nice one.
Yeah,
Goose is good, but I don't know whatever other something smooth.
don't fucking splash out. Just get a bottle of fucking Smith. Just get a liter of Smirnoff. We ain't going to appreciate that shit. No, I mean, we ain't going to appreciate no fucking luxury fucking booze. Just bring a bottle of bourbon and a bottle of vodka.
And then we'll just... I'm just looking forward to the fucking 1 a.m. YouTube.
Yeah.
You know?
We'll just do a random fuck. What I'll do is get a nice big inflate. I gotta buy another one anyway. I'll get a nice double inflatable bed in there. We'll just crash out in the spare room. We'll just podcast and we'll just crash out and fuck it.
All right, that sounds good. We can have a little camping den.
Yeah, we'll just do a camp. We'll pod in the same room. We'll eat in the main room because we're not animals, and we'll crash out together in this room.
People, including new people. We're going to end. I'm going to end it dead on in 20 seconds time. So thank you very much. Give us a subscribe and all that stuff. I'm not sure. Most of the people who subscribe to this channel now like me talking about British paedophiles, but we didn't do that too much tonight. But we don't have time. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Suaro. Thank you, Chrissy, Ghost, everyone, Real Raw Rebel, Perfect, Husky Boy, OGM, and we're going to end it in 3 seconds. Go fuck your mothers.